Sing it, Sassy. Sing it. What did I do? Here it is. Just about. You're not going to be on camera. Okay, I'm leaving the camera off so Mama Pray can do something real... There we go. Mama Pray wanted to close the blinds and she was afraid she would be on camera. Qapla, everyone. Hello, world. It's Berto Pray 5. Qapla. There we go. That's what you come here for. It is Monday. It is BedLife for February. March 2nd, 2020. Man, February, even with the extra day, it came and went so fast. So fast. Welcome. I know I'm a little late. I apologize. A little later than usual. Actor was asking if I was ready to start early. I told him not yet, a bit. I said a little late, probably 5:30 Eastern at best. And of course, I'm 15 minutes behind that. My apologies. Joseph says, make it the best. And then Cinnabon gave me a cookie when I said soon. And Joseph told me it was approaching midnight for him. I am sorry, Joseph. Thomas Potts was the first after I actually went live. And yes, I'm on live chat. Thank you. And he says, hi, welcome, Thomas Potts. JP says, hello, Jello. Welcome, JPs. Thomas Potts is free, Mamo Pray. I heard Anti-Tricker talking about Mamo Pray needing a rescue last night on his stream. It couldn't be farther from the truth. Typical Kurogan lies. Mamo Pray can tell you herself. She's happy here.
I am happy here. Now, I am very happy.
Right. And if anybody was to rescue her, Turtlestand would be the last place.
I don't need rescuing.
She doesn't need rescuing. You heard it.
Nowhere else I'd rather.
You heard it from her mouth directly. Number one, Sci-Fi says, finally, Bird of Prey, what took you so long? Did you have to get the tip in to count? Actually, number one, Sci-Fi, what took me was we were eating dinner. We were a little later than usual, finishing with Camille today, and I was a little hungry to do a 2-hour stream and eat later, so we decided to eat earlier before the stream instead of after the stream. But then I rushed so quickly to get on the stream, and I'm saying the word stream so much that I realize now I forgot to get in my pre-stream Jaloja. So if I have to break in a few minutes, you can guess why. Josh Street says, say it, Bird. Death to the Jaloja machine. No, I need that Jaloja machine. We need that Jaloja machine. In fact, we should order 10 more in case the Chinese factory shutting down started problems with Jaloja machines.
Yeah.
JP says, everyone doing the countdown now. Yeah. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Josh Street says, hashtag free Aberjam, Mamo Pray, and Sassy. Well, at least Mamo Pray and Sassy don't need to be freed. And Aberjam might be being held in Kurdistan, but certainly not by me. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird of Prey and all. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. Aberjam says, McClunky, Sporking News Podcast. Says, hail, Sporking News Podcast. Qapla. Good to see you. JP says, it's Febtober. That's a good one. Captain Trek says, Qapla, Captain Trek. Yosef says, February 31st. That's another way. That is another way. I actually realized today for the first time that for February 21st, when I posted in the community section saying that tonight's February 21st BedLife is going to be on the Bird of Prey 5X channel, I actually said tonight, February 31st, BedLife is going to be on Bird of Prey 5X channel. Nobody called me on it, which makes me think nobody looks at the community section of the YouTube page, which, to be honest, I don't think anybody ever looked at it anyway, because there's really never much content there. But, yeah, nobody called me out. Went 10 days with nobody noticing. Wesley Crusher says, greetings, birds, turds, and alpacas. Greetings, Wesley. Captain Trek says, Aberjam, thank you for telling me. What? I must have missed something. Thomas says, typical Kurogan lie. No, typical Turdistani lies. Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey, I'm so excited for Dear Bop. I've been waiting since Friday. Wesley, I gave in yesterday, and I read a Dear Bop for you at the end of the Besiege stream. By the way, I completed the level. You'll be happy to know. I recorded it. So I will play it probably tomorrow. We'll probably play Besiege tomorrow, and I'll show you my solution to the level before we start. It's very, very similar to the spray and pray machine I had built previously. In fact, I just edited it a bit, made it a little bit more leaner, and I think I added a couple more bombs, but yeah, so you'll see it. You'll see the solution. We were really close. We were so close last time that it just took a little more determination. I woke up this morning. I had a plan. I did it. And in maybe 20 minutes, I got the level beat. Aberjam says, Mama Pray, if you're being held against your will, you will say, I'm very happy here. Hector says, hi, Bird, Mom, and Paracos. Welcome, Hector. Number one Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey, did you like Major Spoilers video? I'll be honest, Number one Sci-Fi, I think you could have done better. And let me tell you, you did a short video. That's fine. You did put Elnor in the thumbnail. That's good. I don't know what your abilities are with graphics work and whatnot. What?
Don't give away the spoiler.
No, I'm not going to give away the spoiler. No. I'm not. Okay, for those who don't know, Number one Sci-Fi came across the most epic of epic spoilers for Star Trek Picard ever. If I had gotten what he had, I probably would have done 2 full videos of it, 10 minutes each, and just like let the whole thing. But Sci-Fi Nation did a live stream yesterday, and then a short live stream this morning, even though it was just him talking about yesterday he did about Number one Sci-Fi. Too many Sci-Fis. Number one Sci-Fi yesterday did a 30-something minute live stream where he went through pages and pages of spoiler on episode 7 of Picard. And then he held back the biggest one, which was excellent thinking, Number one. I'm proud of you for that. He held back the biggest spoiler for for today. And when he told us on, I believe it was Cinnabon's stream this morning, I suggested to him, you should go out and make a separate video for it. And he did. And I hope it goes well. I haven't looked at what the view count was, but I know you had got a decent number of views in the first few minutes. So he has the mother of all spoilers on Star Trek Picard. And the reason he has it is because in Japan, CBS or Amazon effed up and they played episode 7 of Picard instead of episode 6 on last Thursday. So everybody in Japan got to see episode 7, but they didn't get to see episode 6, which they're going to get to see this Thursday. But apparently, for whatever reason, very few people, maybe it's the language barrier or whatever, but I would have thought that would have been all over YouTube. I would have thought Doomcock and Nerdrotic and on Midnight's Edge, they would have had this info and they would have been disseminating it and whatnot. Nobody has. Number one, Sci-Fi had it. So I said, listen, you got an exclusive. You've got to do something with this. So, minor spoiler. The spoiler involves Elnor. That's all I'm going to say. So I told him, listen, don't put the spoiler in the title, which is good. You don't ever want to do that. But I said, put Elnor on the thumbnail. And now, back to you, number one, Sci-Fi. If I don't know how well you are with digital editing, digital imaging, Photoshop, or even Microsoft Paint, or GIMP, which is I totally recommend if you don't have Photoshop or you don't have an image editor, a photo editor, like I use Paint Shop Pro, which is by Corel, which is a relatively cheap but still kind of expensive compared to, free image editor, graphics editor. GIMP, G-I-M-P, is a totally free open source, almost as powerful as Photoshop image editor. You can get GIMP, and you can do editing in GIMP, and you could put words onto the image. I personally, if I don't know how comfortable you are, I would have added a couple of words on the thumbnail, like, major spoiler, Picard reveal, or even, might have even said the Picard link to this other, show, whatever. Wouldn't have given the spoiler, but would have said something. And I would have put that on the thumbnail text. Because the thumbnail is a major thing. When YouTube recommends videos to other people, they're seeing the thumbnail. They say, don't judge a book by your cover. But everybody judges books by their covers. Making covers for books is an industry unto itself. Everybody looks to make the best cover for the book because everybody judges the book by its cover. And everybody judges your YouTube video by its thumbnail, and to a lesser portion, its title. But first they see the thumbnail. So you've got to, if you're going to be serious, you've got to use what's your option. So you got to put a little something in the thumbnail, in my opinion. So that, I think you could have done a little bit better with the thumbnail, but you know what? I understand you in a rush. However, in your video, I didn't hear it. I listened, but I don't know if I missed it, but I said, put in your video where you're getting this from, meaning I wanted you to explain that this aired in Japan. I wanted you to explain, you didn't have to give away your source, don't name it as, my cousin Phil or something, or the Star Trek BBS forum, or wherever, because I found it there too. But whatever your source was, just say that that this aired, Picard episode 7 aired in Japan, and so this stuff is out there. I found it, or somebody told it to me, and it's pretty well documented that this is what it's going to be. And then you explain the thing, and then what you did at the end was good. Remember to please comment, like, subscribe, share. Definitely, not embellish, but definitely bring up sharing. Sharing the video is the biggest help. If people share your video around, I see, dear Bops request. Share your video around. But that was pretty good at the ending. I would have just set it up a little longer. I also, I don't know why. Maybe it was just easier for you. Personally, I wouldn't have done it as a live stream. I don't have any proof of this, but there just seems to be this feeling amongst YouTubers that YouTube treats live streams a little differently than they treat uploaded videos. I would have just recorded the video and then uploaded it as such so it doesn't look like a live stream. When people see that it was a live stream, they have certain preconceptions as to what they're going into. So all things equal, if you can just upload the video, that probably would be better. If you don't need to make a live stream, then don't do it. Don't do it as a live stream. And yeah, you made it very short and to the point, but I would have given a little background and maybe a little bit of speculation. You really want to try and get, with rare exception, if you can get a video that's 5 minutes long, right around the 5 minute mark, minimum, that's pretty good. And I think that between the background and some post-reveal speculation, it would have been pretty easy to get to the 5 minute mark for you. So, and I apologize I didn't give this to you in the detail. I don't know. I assume people know things. Sometimes I probably should have said it. But, it doesn't hurt. Write out a little script. Write out what you're going to say, and then just say it. Upload the video. Try to make it, if it's a short video, try to keep it to 5 minutes. 4:59, whatever, 4:58, 5:02. It doesn't have to be exactly 5 minutes, but within 10 seconds, say, of 5 minutes for your shortest videos. Now, I know sometimes you upload a 2-minute video. I do it too. It just can't be helped. There's no other way around it. But for something that can be helped, you want to say keep 5 minutes because you want people watching. You want to get them, you want them to spend some time on the channel. It helps your numbers. It helps get your viewing hours up. And the longer people spend watching your video, the more YouTube will share it. So you can have the world's best 5-second video, but even if 1,000 people watch it, that's not as much time as if one person watches, a 40-minute video, which granted, a 40-minute video watch is hard. But, you get 4 or 5 people watch a 40-minute video compared to 1,000 people watching a 5-second video. You understand the math. It just all goes into the algorithm. So very, very long way around, number one, sci-fi. It was good, but it could have been, in all honesty, it could have been better. I'm sorry I didn't give you more info at the time. But I hope it's good. I should, a little later, once we go to the other browser, I'll look up and see what your view count is. Addy in stereo, who has surely left by now, says, first, welcome my friend Addy. He is currently traveling. So, I believe he's traveling. So, Addy, watch out for that virus. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, say it. No, I'm not going to say it to order 100 shop packs. Wesley Crushers says, Captain Trek, are you ready for a good show? Actor says, typical Kurogan lies, or TCL, is the main and only state news agency. That's not true. More Turtistani lies. MTL. Addy says, I wonder if I'm the only person in Bolivia listening to Joe. Quite possible. It is, and now you've confirmed. You are traveling. I'm the biggest thing in Bolivia. Actor says, Problemante. I guess that means probably. Captain Trek, where are you, Actor? Captain Trek says, Wesley, hey there, yes, I'm excited for Dear Bop. Yosef says, are you a Klingon with 2 tips in need for 2 Geloja machines? No, I don't have 2 tips. I don't need 2 Geloja machines at one time. JP says, shop vacs are real nutbusters. Let me tell you, if you're tired and you're not exactly, and you don't ever want to use the Geloja machine when you're very tired. You accidentally put it in the wrong place. It gets very bad very fast. Captain Trek says, Wesley, today and Friday are the best days. Thomas Potts calls me a cheater because I beat the level. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, in the words of Picard, shut up and read the Dear Bops. I don't think he said that. Sporking News Podcast says, hit that like button. Yes, guys, please, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button. It helps. What is this bird of prey? Thank you for the red one early, but it wasn't mine. Well, I can't know what's yours, Wes, because they're anonymous. Actress is your solution. Yes, my solution. I don't understand. It's spray and pray. Yes, well, that's it. I totally admit my solution was spray and pray. It was randomness to the extreme. You know, it's not something you're going to get on the first shot. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla. Not Ryan Johnson. Tubian says, bird of prey. Qapla. Happy February 31st. Remember, no booze. Why no booze? I mean, not that I drink booze much or really at all anymore, but why? JP's is not going to touch that one, Yosef. Yosef is lolling at JP's. Sporking News says, bird of prey, any advice for my channel? Much respect. Well, you heard what I said to number one. Thank you, Mama Prey. You heard what I said to number one. Let me go check your channel, Sporking News. 549 subscribers. Guys, check out Sporking News Podcast. Sporking News Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Mama Pray just doing $1 help. Some crazy masked man is trying to make me eat a lobster. Help.
What?
So apparently you put in a donation saying that a crazy masked man is trying to make you eat a lobster.
Well,
did you do that?
no, I didn't do that.
Okay.
And there's no masked man here. Nobody's got to make me.
Yeah, she said nobody has to make her eat a lobster.
Some crazy masked man showed up with a lobster. And I could verify where it came from. Then I would probably eat it.
Yeah, Mama Pray would certainly eat the lobster as long as she knew where it was coming from. Sporking News looks good. I mean, what I see, I've seen some of your videos. I can see your channel right now. You got a nice title image there. Your videos are of decent length, not too long, not too short. Okay, number one, 48 views. Well, for your channel, number one sci-fi, that's really not bad. Not bad at all. The only thing, Sporking News, is I see you've got some 2-hour live streams. Don't get me wrong, at your point in your video, at your channel growth, which, let's face it, I wasn't all that long ago for me, it's about the time I started thinking of whether I wanted to delist the live streams. It really depends on how often you do solid videos. And it looks like you do at least 2 or 3 a week that aren't live streams. So if you can keep up 2 or 3 videos a week that aren't live streams, you may want to consider creating a separate playlist and unlisting your live streams and then putting them in like a live stream playlist, just so that if YouTube recommends a video from your channel, it's one of your shorter videos. There's more people who watch the video are more likely to watch all or most of the shorter video, and therefore YouTube is more likely to recommend your videos to yet other people. The problem with live streams is that even if somebody watches 20 minutes of a live stream compared to 6 minutes of a 6-minute video, there's also the percentage that YouTube looks at. If they only watch 20 minutes of a 2-hour live stream, that's a very poor percentage of how much they watch. So YouTube says, oh, well, they didn't really like this content. They only watched 10%. Whereas they watched 5 minutes out of a 6-minute video, they said, oh, they liked this. They watched, 85%. So that's the thing. And if they will promote a video that gets 85% viewership retainership over a video that gets a 10% viewership retainership. Sounds like I'm saying it all wrong, but you understand what I'm saying. So it's got to the point, once I started delisting my live streams, the numbers started growing a lot faster. Although I stopped about 1,000, I believe, is when I started delisting my live streams. So you should start thinking about it. I'm not saying you have to get to it so far. It really depends on how often you can put out your produced content as opposed to your live streams. And I know we're way behind in the chat, but listen, it's BedLife Fridays. These are the days. These are things. We don't know what's going to happen. We will get to BedLife, to Dear Bops. We will get to Dear Bops. Please don't keep spamming about Dear Bops. We will get to Dear Bops. And Sporking News, I hope some of that helps. Sporking News or Number One Sci-Fi or anyone else out there, if you ever have a specific question, feel free to tweet me, or if you know we'll go to my Discord. I honestly, maybe I go on Discord like once a week, so Discord takes a while, but I will answer. Pob Reed just donated $1. Read my name backwards. Dear Bop, and do what my name says. Read my name backwards and do what my name says. Dear Bop. Thank you for the donation. We will get to the Dear Bops. But, huh? What do you mean, who did they get? Oh, they got Kissing Dax. They got Kissing Dax. A lot of people, I think that was the second Kissing Dax for today. So Sporky News, Number One Sci-Fi, anyone else? Sci-Fi Nation, I know you tweeted me, and we've got it still. I didn't forget about you. I'll help you guys. I'll help anybody if they need help. Opinions on software, on YouTubing, on anything like that. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I just know what I've learned over the last couple of years, and I'm definitely willing to help anyone out if I can be of assistance. So you could also do it as a Dear Bop if you were so inclined. But I mean, definitely Twitter is probably the fastest way to get an answer for something like that. And Discord works too. It's just I'm not on Discord. It might be once or twice a week I open Discord. Josh Street says, Joseph, Bird is an expert at spray and pray. Just ask all the Krogan orphans working in the mines. Captain Track says he needs to see that video. Number One Sci-Fi, if you want to put in the link, go ahead and put in that link to your video if you haven't already. Yeah, Joseph says episode 7 is nowhere to find. I know. I tried looking. Number One Sci-Fi, Bird of Prey, my first video is at 80 views. My second is at 45. That is pretty good. It's pretty good. Thomas Preston says 22 watching with 12 likes and 0 dislikes. Thank you, guys. JP says, Bird of Prey, everyone else here is far too slow. Thank you, but yeah, I guess I got pretty slow reading. Not reading, but expounding on my answers. JP says, bring out the GIMP. Not that type of GIMP. Qapla, Kaz. The fake leaks on 4chan a few weeks ago. I wouldn't be surprised if Doomcock didn't want to touch it. After the fake leaks. I have a feeling he would. And for all the fake leaks, Doomcock rode those leaks to the bank. I mean, he put out videos that got tens of thousands of views and had live streams where he got hundreds of dollars of super chats. I mean, people, yeah, they might have been fake, but who cares? Nobody stopped watching Doomcock because he made a video about leaks, and he got thousands and thousands of views off of those leaks. It was the best thing that could have ever happened to him. So, yeah, I understand that the people who are critical of Doomcock, they see it as a victory. But for fans of Doomcock, we just like to hear Doomcock. So I don't honestly care if he was reading the phone book. I would still watch his videos because he's an entertaining guy. If he was talking about Star Trek stuff, yeah, it would have been nice if the leaks were right, but, he said from the beginning that they were rumor, and that's what they were. They were rumors. I get it. I think he would have totally. I think if Doomcock knew the situation, that episode 7 was leaked in Japan, and there were multiple people confirming this stuff is true, and I found it on the Star Trek BBS message board, after the fact, because I was trying to find a way to see the episode, which I know is bad, but I'm a fan. What was I? I'm paying for CBS All Access anyway this month because they finally got wise to me saying, "Oh, I'm going to cancel," and reducing the price. So the last time I said, "Oh, I'm going to cancel," they said, "Okay, bye." And I was like, "Son of a bitch." But then I just restarted it. I didn't lose anything except my self-respect. So I'm paying for CBS All Access anyway. It's not like I'm not entitled to it. But I was looking for a way to see it. And I found that on the Star Trek BBS forum or something like that, there was like a 14-page thread where some people went through all the spoilers in there. I didn't read it all because it was just too much reading for me. I was in a mad rush trying to create an account on Amazon Japan, and I got foiled when it needed to enter my home prefecture, and I didn't have a home prefecture. It was actually I was using my because some pages Google Translate wouldn't translate, so I had to use my cell phone with Google Translate, point the camera at the screen to read what it was saying in Japanese into English and sign up for an account and put in a credit card number. I've got the credit card number in, but when I went to sign up for my 30-day Prime trial, I had to put in an address, and it had to be a Japanese address. Even though they took American Express, even though they could take American credit cards, you needed a Japanese address. I was like, foiled. So close, but so far. Michael Crawford, welcome Michael Crawford, whoever the hell you are, says, does anyone else see the irony in Bird of Prey recommending GIMP? Tubian says, Bird wants a GIMP confirmed. Actor says, Elnor is transitioning, wouldn't surprise me. Anti-Trekker is in the house. Hey guys, welcome Anti-Trekker. JP says, Bird of Prey, do not use the Corel version of PSP. Use the last version of Jask, still better than Corel. JP's, I beg to differ. I grant you, I loved it under Jask. Jask was the company that created PaintShop Pro, which I used even in the DOS days. I had PaintShop Pro back when it was for DOS. DOS. That was before Windows. That's how far back me and PaintShop Pro go. And then they sold it to Corel. They sold their souls. They probably all got millions of dollars. It was during like the tech booms. And they probably all bought, Ferraris and giant houses and whatever. So good for them, but it was sucked for the rest of us because Corel's first 5 versions of PaintShop Pro totally sucked. Then they got a bit better. But now, JP's, there are some tools on PaintShop Pro that Corel has that Jask simply doesn't have that I need, and I couldn't do it without it. So I don't think I'm going to upgrade every year because they always come out with a new version every year. So I'm still on the 2018 version, and that's fine with me for now. Martin Devon says Anti-Trekker is insulting him already. Yeah. Tubian says Michael Crawford, he likes GIMPs confirmed. Anti-Trekker is questioning. Sporking Nude Podcast is great advice on thumbnail. What was the free site? Free site? Oh, GIMP. GIMP.com. I'll get you a free image editor. I don't know if they call it a photo editor or an image editor, but basically it lets you do Photoshop work. Tubian says hello to Captain Trek. John Araki says Qapla, John Araki. Hector says Maddox was supposed to be the main baddie according to early leaks. Can still be if Maddox that died was a synth clone, I suppose. JP's is Bird of Prey, so always put titles in the thumbnail. Check. I would put like a big lettering. Now, I'll be honest. Sometimes I put in way too much text, even though I know I shouldn't, but I put in more text than I should. If you want somebody who makes great thumbnails, look at Nerdrotic. He puts in usually 1-2 words max, really big, and that's all you need. You need something to hook people. Nerdrotic probably makes the best thumbnails for people clicking on videos that I've seen. And even if I try to emulate him, I can't because my body just says, I gotta put in more words. But if you want to know what thumbnails I think look the best, they're neurotic. So don't try to copy mine. Try to copy his, which is what I try to do. I'll be honest. I use a different font, and then I end up using more words than he ever would. But that's what I aspire to in thumbnailing. Rock Solid is saying he wants to hear Dear Bops. Number one sci-fi is Anti-Tracker. I discovered major spoilers for the next episode of Star Trek Picard and posted 2 videos about it. Anti-Tracker does not like spoilers. JP's is Anti-Trigger. How did the 3D print turn out? Yeah, I thought it was I was going to guess it was the Defiant, but then it turned out it wasn't. Rock Solid says, what is Bird of Prey ranting about now? I am answering questions, Rock Solid. Admiral Saval says, what's up, Mike? Anti-Trigger. Oh, you were saying it to Anti-Trigger. Everyone just donated $1. Oh, Jesus. Dear Bop backwards 50 times. Everyone donated $1. I wish everyone donated $1. We'd have $29. No, 30, Mama Pray says. Anti-Trigger says, hey, Rock Solid says, joy. Actress is double typed. JP says, lolling. Rock Solid says, 5-minute mark. Still in my intro in 5 minutes. Low, 20 minutes or bust. Well, once you get monetized, you want to aim for 20 minutes. 20 minutes allows you to get, and I don't use these ads personally because I just don't make enough, I don't have enough views yet, but I'll be honest. If I get to the point that my videos start getting 5,000, 10,000 views, then I'm going to put those ads in. But for right now, where I'm lucky if my video makes it to 500 or 1,000 views at tops, it's just not worth it to me. Like the $1 I might make, which I'm not even sure I would make, doesn't seem worth to inconvenience everybody else. So I don't yet put in, but you can put in a pre-stream video ad and a mid-stream video ad if you do a 20-minute stream. A 20-minute video or longer. So 20 to 25 minutes is the place is that sweet spot you want to aim for if you're doing produced videos and you're monetized. If you're not monetized, really anything over a few minutes. So I'd say 5 minutes is fine. 10 minutes used to be the ideal amount, because at 10 minutes you used to be able to put in 2 different overlay ads, but I think since they started using the skippable ads, it's gone more to 10 minutes. Wesley donated $1.49 super chat and says, a yellow dog? Oh, was that a I think it was a super sticker. That was a yellow dog. Thank you so much, Wes. I will get there as soon as I get there. Number one sci-fi says, Rock Solid. I discovered major spoilers. Okay, yes. I just said that to Anti-Trigger. Thomas Buttons, Bird of Prey, Anti-Trigger, and a YouTube link, Thomas. Karoga lies. 5-second video. Typical Karogan lies. It couldn't be fun. Did I? Truth. Typical Karogan lies. Oh my god, did I actually say typical Karogan lies? Son of a bitch. Or that could have been edited. I think that was edited. I meant to say typical Turdistani lies. Wow. If I honestly did that, that was a good catch. And yes, Wesley Crusher put in the yellow dog super sticker. Thank you, Wesley. Rock Solid says, Kevin Track, what do you mean by that? JP says, yay, constructive criticism. I hope nobody takes it personally. I'm just trying to help. Captain Track says, Rock Solid, sorry, trying to be nice. Okay, hey, jerk. Carlo says, hey, I hope you're well and everyone else is well too. As do I. Welcome, Carlo. Mike Richards says, you gotta pay attention to Al Gore's rhythm. Indeed. Tracky Girl says, Bird of Prey posted a video, dedicated it to you, Anti-Tracker, Captain Track, and got bagged for it, so I'm afraid to share it anymore. I'm so sorry, Trekkie Girl. And Trekkie Girl, I saw you message me on Discord and I didn't answer. I apologize. It is still sitting in my Discord. I opened it.
Yeah.
Rock Solid put in a $2 super chat and said, once you hit 10 minutes, you can put in multiple ads, not just once. So there you go. 10 minutes if you're monetized, I guess is the sweet spot. 20 minutes is a sweeter spot. And they're just giving away the kissing Dax today. So today is somebody's lucky day. And Trekkie Girl, I will get to your Discord message. It's probably the same thing you wrote here, but I will get to it as soon as the stream is done. I apologize. Well, thank you for dedicating the video to me, but if they're penalizing you for putting up the video, I believe you, and I'm sorry about that. I hate when they do that. Rock says, will Bird of Prey forget to mute the mic again during his Geloja time? Trekkie Girl says, Bird of Prey, then it was a bad anxiety attack, and I feel stupid. Don't feel stupid, Trekkie Girl. There's no reason to feel stupid. I get anxiety attacks all the time. Please don't feel stupid. It's not your fault. It's not your fault they mess with your video. Carlos says, what did I miss? A lot. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Sorry I'm late. Do I have to go to the mines? No, you don't have to go to the mines, 47 Yorktown. Not if you're not an orphan. Captain Trek says hello to 47 Yorktown. Mike Richards says Geloja fail. Wesley's Bird of Prey, I'm glad it's a Dear Bop day. I know. Mike Richards is also saying Geloja fail. Oh, he said it twice. I don't know why I printed twice, Mike Richards. Trekkie Girl says, Captain Track, not good. I went off on Anti-Trekker's Discord, deleted myself from the server. Oh, well, that sucks. I mean, you can always go back, I'm sure. Joseph says, decent length. Yup. Yeah, okay. Alexander says, Bird of Prey, Dear Bop. Yes, Alexander, I'll be getting to Dear Bops. And I saw you sent one, Alexander, because you refused to use the form and remain anonymous. You prefer to just email it in. Trekkie Girl says, Captain Trek, I feel stupid. The anxiety is very bad today. Not thinking... Okay, well, please, Trekkie Girl, if you need assistance with that or anything, there is a lot of resources out there, and just... I know. Because I know when I'm having anxiety attacks and I'm panicking, somebody says, just calm down. Everything will be okay. Like, fuck you. Don't tell me. I know. Let's just say the best thing I ever learned about anxiety and panic attacks is to just ride through them. They're going to happen. You know, it's unfortunate. I just got to understand, lay down or sit down or sit in a couch or a chair, whatever you've got. Just let it pass. Let it go. If it's 10 minutes, if it's an hour, you will get through it. You will get through it. Mike Richards says, hey to Alexander. Captain Trek says she could message him. Josh says, Bird of Prey, Dear Beagle Bites. No, it's not Dear Beagle Bites. Ensign Ricky donated $1. Frickin' Dear Bop, mother effer. Now, that's definitely Ensign Ricky. Ensign Ricky, I need to at least get somewhere near the end of the chat. Captain Trax says, Bird of Prey, it's BedLife Friday on Monday, March 2nd. Did I say it's BedLife Friday? No, I said Monday. I think. I don't remember. Actor says, wait a sec, I feel like kissing Dax is really easy now. Actor, it's easy because they're donating $1 through Streamlabs, which is a 1 in 5 chance of kissing Dax. Which I'll grant you, they've been very lucky, but it's 1 in 5. If it's actually through a super chat, that's like a 1 in 25, 1 in 27. Let's even round it up to a 1 in 30 chance of kissing Dax. So that's the difference. Number 1 sci-fi's Averjam, How I Just Dax Myself song going. Averjam says, every time I see you, I dax myself. Actor says, Bird was messing with the free. I was not. It's still 1 in 5. Rock Solid says, March is National Colorectal Cancer Month. Make your bottom a top priority and get screened today. Thank you, Rock Solid. Joseph daxes himself all the time. Aberdam, not for the moment, number 1. Excuse me. And number one puts in a link to his video. Again, that is spoilers for Picard, but if you don't care, and I don't, you should watch. And it's not long, so you can watch it right now and come back. Actor says average animal suffer fatigue and dehydration. Tubian says actor, yeah, well, if he keeps daxing over and over when he sees Dax. Captain Trex says, rock solid, I'm with you with Dear Bob. Okay, we're going to get to Dear Bob. Wesley says, Michael Crawford is fake news. Anti-Trigger knows who you really are. Yes. Does he? No. Captain Trex says, for Trigger, go to message. All of her videos are made using GIMP while images retouched. The proper spelling is GNU Manipulation Program. Thank you, Tricky Girl. I always wondered what it stood for. And where did the I come from? GNU Manipulation Program. Oh, well, whatever. Miss Londell is asking number one, sci-fi, who's the father? Actress is Bird of Prey. Have you tried putting Google eyes over your face and thumbnails? Googly eyes over your face in the thumbnails. Well, it's not my face. It's the drawing that Acid Designs was nice enough to make that's in the thumbnail. So I don't think the googly eyes would look right, but I understand what you're saying. Abajam says, so it really should be Gump. It should. Rock Solid says, make sure you're also using tags to oh, yes. You want to use tags. Tags are free advertising, people. You have 500 characters. I put in, with rare exceptions. Now, again, if it's a live stream I'm delisting, it's not as important because the tags only matter for listed videos. But I put in as many tags as possible. I try to get right up to the limit. If I get to 490, then I find a short word and I just throw it in. Any word even marginally related to your video, if you put in all all the tags that you think, and you still have 200 characters left, put in variations of the words, plurals, misspellings. Just they are free advertising. And then your character description, I don't usually get close on that, but I know Egotastic Fun Time, he goes ahead and he copies all of his tags into his description at the end. It just reinforces what your video is about. And YouTube doesn't seem to complain about you doing that. So you want to make your tags appear in your description as often as possible. Naked MCU Aunt May just donated $1. You'll never see me naked if you don't get to Dear Bob. Also, I'd love to get with Kissing Dax and her friend and climb into your hospital bed and rub my smooth, hairless chest. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you I'm Captain Foley. Let's hope not. Let's hope that wasn't the real Captain Foley, but thank you, I guess. Actor says, I can eat 2 days with $1. Anti-Trigger says, printer is only about 1/3, but looks like it may be a print fail. Oh, I'm sorry, Anti-Trigger. Wesley says, everyone, slow down the chat. Bird will read the mail. Coronavirus kids, says Bird of Prey. I'm coming for you, Bird. Oh no, the coronavirus kid is coming for me. Wesley says the dog sticker is sassy. Aw, Wesley donated a sassy. Actor puts in sassy with a heart. Thank you, yes. You guys all got to see Sassy yesterday, standing at doing the Kurogan salute. It was very nice. Aberdeen, the joy of 3D printing, Anti-Trigger, 3 days of waiting just to scrap it. You see, I'll be honest, watching Anti-Trigger go through the hassles of 3D printing destroyed I had this wonderful vision of what 3D printing was. I was like, oh my God, 3D printing, it's going to change the world. It's going to be the greatest thing. Everybody's going to be 3D printing a year from now. And then I see what a 3D print actually looks like and all the work you have to do. And I was like, shit, nobody's going to, I don't want a 3D printer. I don't want to deal with all that crap. I don't want to have to sand things down and break off shit. And no, forget it. I don't care. We got maybe another decade before 3D printing comes mainstream. Maybe more than that. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Mama Prey is a wonderful person. I'm so glad that there are people like her. You are so genuine, and I wish there were more people like you. Well, thank you, Carlo. I appreciate it. Mama Prey appreciates it. The Coronavirus Kid. That cough doesn't. I think. Where were we? Where were we? The Coronavirus Kids. Do you think the coronavirus will take out Picard before season 2? I don't think so. Now you're making me cough. Average says it's Old Yellow. Where's my shotgun? No, it's not Old Yellow. Anti-Trigger says edited. He showed the video. Carlos is low. Yes, videos can be edited, Anti-Trigger. Aberjam says he edited it. Thomas is Bird of Prey. I'm extremely computer illiterate. You know, that's why I'm thinking I might have actually said it. Agnes says he didn't, or if he... Yeah, I got it. Okay, so it looks like I misspoke. I actually misspoke today for the first time.
Oh, is that like a typo?
It's a typo of the mouth. Exactly, Mama Prey. It's a typo of the mouth. See, when some people's brains are moving so fast, you see Waspinator had this issue. My brain is just going so fast that my mouth literally can't keep up. Now, I know Waspinator had to indulge in certain medicinal herbs to slow down so he could talk normally, like with the rest of the people. But I don't take those types of substances. So occasionally I make typos of the mouth. I say the complete opposite of what I really mean. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Actor says he didn't, or if he did it. Aberjam double daxed himself. Actor says Rockstar and Wesley are about to enter an anxiety attack if you don't, dear Bob. I know, but every time people write that, it slows me down. Aberjam says Bird of Prey also left you a Discord message if you haven't seen it yet. Nothing urgent. Okay, Aberjam. 2 beams of Bird of Prey. It's all lies. Understanding technology called Deep Turd that can edit clips to make you sound like you're committing treason. Yes, it was a deep turd. Josh Street says Bird of Prey. Why is it that your Geologia on stream more people come to the stream? I think I'm just lucky. Rockstar says we're going to get to Dear Bop. 42 minutes without Dear Bop, says actor. Rockstar is a Trekkie girl. The same person who was dogging your dogs in every video I make for Anti-Trekker. Wow. And there's Dax. Sexy Dax. Just donated $1. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, Bird. You big sexy guy. I mean, spotted friend are thinking of you. That's right, Bird. Sexy guy. I just want to say you and my friend are poo. Our real name is Lore. You people, I want to tell you, this is gonna set us back another few minutes, but I've got to. Okay, well, there's the coronavirus map, the scary map, but I don't know if it's still here in my YouTube notifications or if they. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Somebody named Park Kate said "Hello, handsome" to me on a random tweet. So I click on it. I was like, oh. So I said, so apparently 7 of Star Trek Picard was accidental. In fact, it was the episode, it was the link to number one sci-fi's thing. Number one sci-fi's video. And so I get a random hello handsome from this Park Kate. So of course, I was like, well, that's weird. I'm like, I'm 99% sure this is just a bot or a troll or, a spam bot. So I click on Park Kate. And then I get absolute confirmation that this is just a bot or a spam bot. All there is a big picture of cleavage, and don't get me wrong, it's impressive cleavage. But then all she says is "hello, handsome," to all these random people, and apparently they follow STD Sucks. So maybe they're trying to infiltrate the fandom menace, and they think we'll be so distracted by those. What was I saying? Oh, I should friend her. Maybe she's real. No. So yeah, sorry, Park Kate. Not gonna get me today. I know you're not a real. I know you're not a real woman, or real at all for that matter. I know you're not a real human being. You're a trap. You're a trap, like Admiral Akbar warned me about. Even though I don't watch Star Wars. Yeah. I'm on to you, Park. Antitrigger says, wait, what? Coronavirus kid says that cough doesn't sound good, Bird. It could be the coronavirus. It could, but I've had this cough for 10 years now. Captain Trax says, please check this out later after the stream. Or during. It's fine. Captain Trax says, Trekkie Girl, thank you so much. That looks cool and was sweet of you. Aberdeen says, Rock Solids is into dogging. I don't know what's going on. Cinnabon says, watch bunny videos for anxiety. Yes. Honestly, I watch the bunny videos. They are great for anxiety. I also watch beagle videos on Twitter. The coronavirus kid, did Bird look a little flushed today? I'm concerned for Bird. Rock Solid says, Aberjam, no, it's just why I ignore the commenter. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, dear Bop was asked by a beautiful woman if I'd like to run. I said yes. I love to rest until night. I don't think she was impressed. Thought it was a good line, though. Okay, wait. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, dear Bop, I was asked by a beautiful woman if I like to run. I said yes, I love to rest until night. Oh, R-U-N, rest until night. I don't think she was impressed. I thought it was a good line, though. Carlo, if a beautiful woman says, do you like to run? You say yes. Same as if someone asks you, are you a god? You say yes. Okay. Beautiful woman asks, do you like to run? Yes. Beautiful woman asks, do you like to move potted plants around? Yes. Yes, I'll move your potted plants around. I don't care. Trekkie Girls says, Bird of Prey, if you go to the website, you will not see it. You will not see, and I as well, must be there. Machination. And Trekkie Girl, you're using words well above my my diction level. Let's Google it. No, not machination. Crafty schemes, plots, or intrigues. There we go. Thank you. I've learned a word. Well, actually, I probably will forget it, but okay. Thank you, Trick Girl. Okay. We're gonna do the @Bird of Prey 5s. Aberdeen, don't feed the trolls is good policy. Trekkie Girl says, Bird of Prey GIMP GNU image manipulation program. There's the eye. Thank you. And the bed is alarming. Of course. Okay, we're near the end. We'll get to the Dear Bops. Captain Trax says, no, I mean a real bunny stream, not a panel discussion. Well, you could always do a panel discussion, but keep one on the bunny. Actor says, Joseph is going to sleep without... No, Joseph, we're about to get to Dear Bops. JP says, Bird of Prey reinstalling all image editing software and Pinnacle Studio 15 for making YouTube videos. Good luck with Pinnacle Studio 15, JPs. If you have a fairly decent computer, I would strongly suggest you instead get DaVinci Resolve 16. It is free, and it's far better. And now I'm sinking into my bed as the hospital bed resets and all the air comes out of my mattress. JP's is Bird of Prey. You need the space weed to help you out with fast brain, slow mouth issues. JP's, I can't take the space weed or the earth weed or any weed. I know that it would just make me worse. I don't know how, but I know. Oh, yes, guys, if you didn't notice, the autograph Wesley Crusher got from me, Gowron, a.k.a. Robert O'Reilly, is now hanging. And then right next to it, we still have the a home is not a home without a beagle. Yeah, Mom will probably put it over the doorknob, but it's still there. And then, of course, we've still got Garfield. But he's virtual, so that doesn't count. But those are legit. Those are really hanging on the wall and the doorknob. Thank you again, Wes. The coronavirus kid says if Neurotic has to shave his beard to wear a mask for the coronavirus, we are all in trouble. Well, the problem is masks don't work. Masks don't protect against the coronavirus or the coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. supposedly can get in through the eye and through, just skin maybe. I don't know.
No, they
But
have to be fitted perfectly.
oh, it has to be fitted perfect. Well, I'm just saying the regular surgical masks,
Oh,
they don't work. No, yeah, the regular surgical masks isn't gonna protect you from this virus. So yeah, I mean, if you got to the point you had to actually wear a mask, here's the thing. And again, I'm sorry, I am sorry, but it's important. It's important to point this out. And guys, I'm going to put this link in. It's in the Washington Post. But it's a guy who has the coronavirus. He's had it for quite a while. In fact, in any day, he's going to be released. And he basically says it's really not that bad. What's bad is the fact that he came home from the cruise ship and he's been quarantined for a couple of weeks now in a hospital, and they're using full decontamination. He's behind 2 planes of glass, and anybody who comes in the room is in hazmat suits. But he can get up. He walks around his hospital room. He talks to his wife who tested negative. I will get to that in just a minute. He talks to his wife who tested negative, and he's okay. I mean, he basically said that, yeah, he has a little respiratory distress. He had a high fever, he had 103 fever. But other than that, he said he would have gone to work had he not been tested and found positive to have the coronavirus. He really isn't in that bad a condition. And most people who get the virus will be more like this guy than the unfortunate people who have passed away. I know the 2 people in Washington State who passed away, they both had compromised immune systems. Now I'm saying, listen, I technically am in the person who's in a high percentage risk. If I got coronavirus, the chances it would be fatal to me are much higher than a normal walking person. So I don't say it lightly, but the vast majority of people in reality have very little to fear from the coronavirus itself, of getting you sick. What we have more to fear from, I think, is the panic around the coronavirus, and that could start runs on medication, runs on food, runs on supplies, runs on gasoline, and that's where we would see major disruptions. The actual virus yourself, if you get it, like this guy says, he would totally have worked through this virus. If he didn't know it was the coronavirus, he would have just kept going. He would have gone into work. He hasn't been all that sick. What's the hardest part was just being away from his wife for 2 weeks. It's nice to get a little reassurance from somebody who's caught the virus. And granted, the country's going nuts, and he was one of the first cases to come into the country. So they actually flew him to Omaha, Nebraska. They have the CDC set up in the hospital just a few doors down from him so they can do constant blood tests. And now, not everybody who gets the coronavirus is going to get the hazmat treatment, because there's just not enough way of doing that. But he did. He's getting the hazmat treatment because he was one of the first people to catch it in the United States and actually have it active in his system. So I'm going to put that link in there. You guys should read it when you get a chance. It does help you calm down a bit, okay? Even if you get the coronavirus, you probably will be fine. It will be, at worst, a mild annoyance for the vast majority of people. It's scary. Yes, I'm wrong. It's scary. And I have loved my grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone just donated $1. Damn it, Bird, we don't come here for the news. Just give us effing Bird a prayer. Dear Bob. Okay. We'll do Dear Bob in 2 minutes. Like my grandmother, obviously if she gets it, I'd be very afraid for her. She's already been in and out of the hospital, and, so I understand. But most people will be fine. That's all you need to remember, is that if you're listening to this, the best, it's a better chance than not. Even if you got the virus, you will be fine in a couple of weeks. Okay, now I know I missed one total donation. Even though it was a fake donation, it's still real money, so I feel compelled to answer. Bird of Prey 5 donated $1. Hello. Oh. Hello, world. It's Bird of Prey 5. Remember, all loyal Kurogans must now bite down on your victory pills. Yes, it's time for ultimate victory. All hail me. All hail Kuroga. Yummy, yummy victory pill. The victory pill cures all. Chew, chew, chew. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just read the last few at Bird of Prey 5s, and then we will get to Dear Bops, I promise. Unless somebody puts in a super chat. Nut Butter Canyon? What is that? Pervert O Prey. Why Pervert O Prey? The coronavirus gives Bird of Prey. Do you think it's time for a sequel to come out for Outbreak? No. I didn't really care for Outbreak. Aberjam says, Bird of Prey, why would you want the autograph of a slimy politician? Galron was the bona fide leader of the Klingon Empire, as Captain Jean-Luc Picard was its arbiter of succession. And he led the Klingons through some very volatile times. Carlos says, wait, Garfield isn't real. What else isn't real? Is Bird of Prey real? Am I real? I've smoked too much. Carlo, I think you're real. Washington Post is fake news. Says Thomas. JP says Bird of Prey. Wait, was the program name that you advised me to try out? Only reason I'm using Pinnacle is 15 because you know free. I've used it before. DaVinci Resolve 16. DaVinci Resolve 16. That's what you want. That's what I use. That's what Antitrigger uses. That's what Mr. Miles uses. It is a professional video editor, but it's free, and you can do 99% of the stuff that people need to do with the free version. Only if you're doing 4K videos or Hollywood-like style full-on effects do you need to pay for it. And even then, it's not nearly as expensive as Premiere. But the free version will be absolutely fine for you, JPs. I use the free version, and it does 1,000 times more than I need it to do. The Coronavirus Kids' Bird of Prey is doing a better job reassuring people that coronavirus isn't that bad. Maybe Trump needs Bird of Prey's help. I will help if he asks. Captain Tracks' Bird of Prey, will we get to Dear... Yes! Yes. Carlos' Bird of Prey, quick, go to the shops, panic buy, spread the virus some more. Spend all your money, just be smart, people. Act normal, it's not stupid, it's the flu. They haven't vaccines for it yet. I know, and they're working on them. Daniel's Hot Topics says, hey, Bird, what's up? Well, Daniel's Hot Topics, what's up is we're about to get to Dear Bop right after these commercials. I told you I didn't get to do my pillow job.
Get that do it up feeling, do it up.
Two great names in jeans do it up in style. With an exciting fall collection of denim and corduroy jeans in a rainbow of colors, Gloria Vanderbilt by Merjani and The Gap bring you the fit that stops traffic wherever you go.
Fall into the Gap.
Have a Gloria Vanderbilt fit at The Gap.
You're cool, you're crisp, you're hard to resist, you're right. Ooh, refreshing you like. Ooh, you're Canada dry. You're a singular style, you're a reason to smile. You're clever, you're neat, you're never too sweet. Ooh, you're Canada dry. You tickle, you make me laugh. Oh, ooh, you're Canada dry. Ooh, you're Canada dry.
Has Wayne Newton split with his wife and hit the jackpot with his new romance? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
Can you lose weight by switching from celery to sweets? This week's National Enquirer tells you. How can you put office troublemakers in their place? What curse of death and disaster haunts the Super Bowl?
It's in the Inquirer.
What bizarre surprises popped up on Caroline's wacky honeymoon? Find out in the Inquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Your cat is your friend and he depends on you to take good care of him. Purina Cat Chow, Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow. He depends on me for loving care, and I depend on Purina Cat Chow to give him great taste and nutrition.
Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Okay. Purina Cat Chow. And switching from broccoli to sweets, you'll lose weight. The inquiring minds want to know. Yes, okay, Dear Bop. Okay, guys, Dear Bop. It is Dear Bop time. Let me go to Dear Bop. Jesus Christ. We were at 24 Dear Bops when I started the stream. We are now at, oh, for the love of God. We're now at 40. Okay, I don't know that we're going to get through all 40 today. This might be one of those days where I have to do a Dear Bop separate stream later in the week. But I know that we're at 41. So for the love of God, people, stop sending in Dear Bop. With any luck, there's like one that's here 10 times, and I can delete a bunch. Okay, so I lied. Yesterday, I said I did this one, and it says, Dear Bop, I want to try my hand at video making, but I have a small problem. I see all these other channels with their crisp, clear screen grabs of shows, like Picard and Clone Wars, and I can't seem to figure out how to do that without Disney or CBS blacking it out. Is there some software technique that I'm missing? I have no idea what to do from here. Hope you can give me, any help you can give me most appreciated. So, whoever sent this in, I answered this on my yesterday Besiege stream. It is towards the end of the stream. I apologize. I don't have an exact time for you, but I went into some more detail there. But a lot of what I said, I also repeated at the beginning of this stream in terms of what software to use. Now, in terms of getting the actual videos, if you want to do a screenshot and you're in Windows, maximize, CBS All Access or Netflix, whatever you're using to play, and just hit the print screen button. And that will take a screenshot of everything that's on your screen, which if your full screen will just be your video. And then you can paste that into GIMP or PaintShop Pro or Photoshop or whatever image editor you use, even if it's Windows Paint. You can paste in you can paste in the clipboard as a new image or into an image. Sorry, I had a piece of pretzel still in my mouth from before. And you can make a new image out of it, and you can edit it or whatever you got to do. You can use that. So screenshots don't usually get blocked. Now videos, those get blocked. You want to keep video segments, in my opinion, to less than 10 seconds. I know a lot of people said less than 15, but I've personally had videos that were demonetized or not copyright struck, but content ID matched for 12-second videos. So I think 15 seconds, when you're dealing with CBS, it's too long. You want it to be 10 seconds or less, hopefully with no audio, just video. If you're going to do audio and video, I would really try to keep it under 5 seconds. Those are not, set in stone. And certainly they can copyright ID you for even 1 second of video. They can copyright ID you for a single frame of video. But the reality is you'd have a much better chance fighting any of those than you would if you use 30 seconds or a minute of video. So definitely as little video as you can use as possible to get your point across. That is what fair use allows for. So as close as you can keep to that, the better. There's no real technique. It's just use it sparingly. And if you do use a lot of it, use from different sources. Don't use all of the same episode. Okay, if you're going to use if you want a lot of video, use from 5 different episodes or 5 different series, or even better, 5 different genres that aren't even owned by the same company. Don't mix them all together for one episode. That is recipe for a copyright, it could be a strike, but more than likely a content ID match. Either way, the strike is bad for your channel. The content ID match is just bad for your video. Dear Bop, can I please get you to sing I'm in Love with a Stripper? No. I apologize, but not going to happen. Certainly not today. Maybe some other day. Maybe at my 2,000 subscriber spectacular. The benefits of CBD oil. Okay, no, that is just spam. So we can delete that one. Dear Bop, how many different ways can you say son of a bitch? Maybe 10 different ways. Thanks, Krogan. Minor number 6. Son of a bitch! 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 6 ways. Six ways. Sorry. 6 ways. Apparently. I mean, I could do fake ways. I could do Aussie. Son of a bitch, eh? Oh, it's Russian? I don't know. That's foreign. Son of a bitch. You can do Aussie. Let's see. Oi. Oi, son of a bitch, eh? Dingoes. Okay, 8. We got 8. Canadian. Aye. Son of a bitch. Putin. Now 9 ways. There's 9 ways to say son of a bitch. Dear Bop, I heard the so-called Holy Alpaca Knights are going to attack Kuroga. Is this true? Is Kuroga safe? I worry. Concern Kuroga. Don't worry. The Holy Alpaca Knights have been eliminated. I have video proof. I will show it tomorrow. Don't worry. Kuroga is safe. Slow and steady under the reign of Bird of Prey 5. Dear Bop, I keep getting called a French newfie, but I'm one of the most English Frenchmen. And yes, Picard is my descendant. Signed, Sci-Fi French Newfie Nation. P.S. Son of a bitch, I'm trying to put French Newfie into my name. Son of a bitch. Sci-Fi Nation, you will always be the #1 French Newfie. Yes, French Newfie. You will always be the #1 French Newfie to me. So just go with it. Just accept it. Okay, I am the King of Kuroga, and you are a French Newfie. It's not things that we looked for, but it's things we were given, and we must do the best with what we have. King, Emperor of Kuroga, God Emperor. Details. It's okay. Just accept it. #1. Not oh Jesus. Too many sci-fis. Just accept it, Sci-Fi Nation. And Alexander sends in a Dear Bop. Not upset to no desire to be anonymous. I think you know the Momo challenge. The challenge is very dangerous. A lot of people have been framed by the Momo challenge. It didn't go very well. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't learn from history. As I know, many people in the chat will want to do the Momo challenge. I try to convince them not to do the Momo challenge. Of course, I'll let the trio do the Momo challenge. That is their problem. But for all the others, I don't want them to suffer. So please convince people, do not do the Momo challenge. This is very important. Yes, people, do not do the Momo challenge. I know you're going to ask, what the hell's the Momo challenge? You're going to Google it. Don't. Even if you Google it, you're going to see something. Okay, you can Google it. But the point is, just don't do the Momo challenge. It's actually just stupid. It is stupid, and we never need bring it up again. That would be the best way for nobody to do the Momo challenge. Dear Bop, a friend made me watch Star Trek Beyond. Now my eyes feel funny, and my socks don't match. Should I be worried? Signed, Worried in Columbus, Ohio. Well, did they make you watch it, or did you just choose to watch it? Because I know a lot of people chose to watch it along with me this past Saturday for Star Trek Saturday, aka Cinema Saturday. And this Saturday we will be watching Ghostbusters, the first movie. So if anybody wants to watch it, again, it'll be Cinema Saturday this Saturday. But if your socks don't match and your eyes feel funny, you know what the best way is to wash your eyes they sell eye wash if you go to the pharmacy, but then you buy this little bottle of eye wash. It's probably like $5, Whereas you can buy a really big bottle of Johnson's & Johnson's baby shampoo for like $2.99. And then that's no more tears, right? At least they say it right on the bottle, no more tears. So now I haven't done this personally, but I'm assuming you could just wash your eye with Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, then rinse it out real good. And you'll save a lot of money over buying the little cups of eye wash and, wasting, for what's basically distilled water. That should help clean out your eyes. And I think the socks don't match. That's probably just a side effect of your eyes not working correctly. You're probably matching navy blues with blacks and browns and grays and whatnots. I think in time that'll come back once you wash your eyes pretty good. I'm sorry it's had that effect on you. Star Trek Beyond can be rough. Should have been a warning. There should have been a warning that caution J.J. Abrams Trek. It's Diana. Hello. Hello. Nothing on YouTube. How are you? Your what? Your cold's a lot better? That's good. It's Sis O'Prey, everybody. You're not on speakerphone. You're not on speakerphone. She says hi. Just waiting for Mom O'Prey to get the phone. Everything okay? Good. Good. So we're reading a Dear Bop. Dear Bop, I'm part of the band Modal Nodes. Our lead player, frickin' Deanne, is being a jerk. He showed boating when on stage all the time. Showboating while on stage all the times. He also makes us practice till the wee hours of the night, making the rest of us exhausted because he wants to perfect his new song. There's another thing. He keeps insisting the new song, Made About Me, is the best thing we've ever done. He keeps playing it every time we perform. I'm sure some of our audience thinks we only know one song now. And it's all about him all the time. What can myself and the rest of the band do? Sincerely, Liren Karnan. I don't know. What'd you say? Sis O'Prey says, try to say no. No one can make you do anything. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, Mom O'Prey has picked up the phone. So, straight from Sis O'Prey's mouth, just say no. Just say no. Now, I'll be honest. I don't know if this is paralleling real life or something, because I have no idea. If this is a legit question, like honestly, if you're a member of a band, just say no. I'd say the same thing. Just say, no, I don't want to play your stupid song. And he's like, well, whatever. Well, then bands break up all the time. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. He needs you, maybe, more than you need him. Well, that's the question. That's the question you need to ask, I guess. Who needs the other person more? Good luck. I say just tell him. Tell him how you feel. Say, no, we're going to play my song tonight. Dear Bob, this is Karoga Minor number 5. Please, God, Emperor, Bird of Prey, can we orphans have some more shoes? My feet hurt from all the rocks in the mine. Minor number 8 can't even walk anymore, and please, some clean water would be nice. Thank you very much. Hail Karoga. Thank the Mother Queen, Mama Prey, for bringing great Bird of Prey to this world for us to have as our God Emperor. I'll get back to work now. Well, you know what? You Karoga Minor number 5, just for that, thank you for the warm wishes. Thank you for wishing Mama Prey the best. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a new pair of shoes on. Not new, but new to you. Okay? In fact, everybody will have a new pair of shoes to them on when they wake up in the morning. We'll go in through the night and we'll move the shoes around. So everybody has a pair of shoes that's new to them. And there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. See, don't say The God Emperor doesn't do anything. You're welcome. You will be good. Another 10 years you'll get out of those shoes. I should have put the comments up on the other screen, just in case anything important came up. There we go. Ah, shit. Wrong window. God damn it. This is dark mode in Windows. Okay. Josh Street says, about time we got to get in the chat. Calls says, Dear Bop, how do you know if you're real? I read that one. Yeah, it was 5 Dear Bops yesterday. Daniel's Hot Topic says, meow. Meow? Josh Street, Low Bird of Prey, we told you to get to Dear Bop. Yeah, but they all came in today. All 40 Dear Bird of Prey do it, says Aberjam. Actors is Bird of Prey. I was writing, you forgot Ozzy. I did, but then I said it. What's a new fee? Ask Sci-Fi Nation. Calls is Bird of Prey. We came here to hear you see a film. You forced us to see that film, and you have no regrets. No, I don't. Nothing. I'm on YouTube, so we're nothing. No, that's not it. Bop is broken, Martin says Bop is broken. Am I broken? I don't look broken.
Who's been holding up the damn elevator?
I don't feel broken. Momo is doing $1. Please do my awesome Momo challenge. No, don't be tricked. Don't be tricked, even though that seductive picture of Dax came up. Do not do the Momo challenge. Okay. Dear Bop, I'm starting to get the feeling that you are not taking these letters seriously. Are we a joke to you? Are we just writing our hearts out for you to mock us? Surely I hope not. I thought we could trust you with our dearest problems. Please reassure me that this Dear Bop advice is just not a ruse to trick us somehow. Thanks for reading, Skeptical Viewer. Skeptical Viewer, I am as serious as the Dear Bops themselves are. For a serious Dear Bop, you get a serious answer. For a not-so-serious Dear Bop, you get a not-so-serious answer. And for the absolute trolling and trash Dear Bops, then you will get absolute trolling and trash back. That is how the Dear Bop system works. Well, I hope you are reassured, Skeptical Viewer. And thank you for asking about that. It's an important question to question the integrity of those offering advice. But as a certified Kurogan life expert, I assure you that I always give expert advice. Dear Bop, are you good with computers? Please him if you can. Here's what's... Please help, Here's help if we can. Here's what's going on. My only one USB port is working on my desktop. I'm using a splitter to use it on my computer. I have no idea how to fix something like this. What do you think it is? Old sci-fi fan. Well, there's two things. It could be that the wire physically got loose. If you have a desktop, I don't know how easy it is for you to get inside and look. You could double check the wire, make sure it's running to it's probably running to a port on your motherboard. Make sure it's not loose. More than likely, I'd say if it's an old USB port, I don't know how old the system is, or it could have been damaged. It could have been damaged if you had bad equipment plugged in, or there was a power surge, in which case that port's just dead. The easiest thing to do, if it's a desktop system and you have any available slots, I don't know what they're called these days, ISA slots, whatever they're called now. If you have any of those slots still available, you could probably just purchase a USB 3 card for your computer, put it into the PC, whatever slots they're called, and put one in, and then you'll get a whole bunch of new USB ports, and you should use those USB ports. They'll probably be faster anyway. That would be my advice. It's very hard to troubleshoot hardware issues over the internet. So those would be my first two things. I mean, honestly, I would look at the wire, and if I couldn't immediately fix it by being a short wire, I would just look to replace the whole piece, or if not replace the piece, augment it with new ports, and then not worry about the broken port. It's probably not worth fixing. Dear Bob, you have so many relationships in this life. Only one or two will last. You go through all the pain and strife, then you turn your back and they're gone so fast. So hold on to the ones who really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there. And when you get old and start losing your hair, can you tell me who will still care? That sounds like a song. Mbop, wadu wop, da wop, boot up, but up, wop, wop. Ba-doo, yeah, mop, bop, wah, wah, wop, bop. Raboop, bop, ba, wadoop, bop, bop, badoop. Badoop, wah, bop, badoo, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. And you're absolutely right. Once you start losing your hair, very few people will care. It's just the way it is, whether you're 18 or 25 or 45 or 80. Only Patrick Stewart seems to be the exception. But it's true. Very few relationships will last. You got to be really careful which relationships you pick. I don't know if there was an actual question there. Dear Bop, hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5. Are you reading the Dear Bops now? Like, what time is it? Shot. I don't want to miss all the good comments. Please start over again so I can hear them. No, you won't start over? Well, keep going then. I will just have to watch the replay. Thanks anyways, the late viewer. Well, I have a feeling that you were Wesley Crusher, the late viewer, but hopefully you are watching now. So, there you go. Dear Mop. She's talking to Sisso Prey. There are rumors that Bop mistreats you and does not feed you. Will you please set the record straight? Is Mr. Poop right about Bop not being nice to you and mistreating you? Or is Mr. Poop evil and need to go to your list? Mop rules forever. Well, as she explained earlier, Mr. Poop is evil. Mr. Poop lies. And I totally, not only do I don't feed her physically, because obviously you don't feed an adult. Adults can feed themselves. But Mom O'Prey is able to order or cook or eat whatever type of food she wants. I don't complain. Okay. The only one food I ever complained about, and she didn't like it either, was one time she tried to fry up tuna fish because somebody in the house wanted it, not me. And it stunk up the house to high heaven. I was like, never again. Never again with the fried tuna fish. Dear my God. Dear God, why? Why would anybody do this? It was terrible. Awful smell. So anything but fried tuna fish. Mom O'Prey is free to eat, cook, and consume. Any way whatsoever. That is the only place I draw the line, is fried tuna fish, and Mom O'Prey doesn't like it either. So it's not a thing we have to worry about. They were asking if I don't feed you. Is it true I don't feed you, or was Mr. Poop lying? Yeah, she says Mr. Poop was lying. Plenty of food. Dear Bob, did the coronavirus originate from the founders? Probably not, because we won't meet the founders for several hundred years. Dear Bob, excuse me, Mr. Pooh, a Mr. Pooh online keeps saying that you're mistreating Mama Prey. Are these true? I can't believe these lies, but please set things straight. I think Mr. Pooh is twisting your words and trying to make you look bad. What a jerk. I won't be friends with someone like that. Good day, Mr. Bop, Mr. Pooh. Well, if you're Mr. Pooh, then why are you writing this letter? Because you know you're lying, Mr. Pooh. You know Mama Prey loves, well, I don't say she loves her life. She wishes I could walk. But barring that, she wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Knowing what condition I'm in, she has plenty to eat and is happy. So, right? Anything to add? Yes.
Oh, yes.
So.
I'm sorry. I really wasn't listening.
It's okay.
I was thinking about what I was going to have to eat.
Ah, she's easy. Mama Prey was thinking about her desserts, which means she already ate dinner, and now she's thinking about dessert. So, there you go. Proof is in the pudding. Dear pudding, exactly. She could make pudding. Dear Bob, I have a confession to make. Can we keep it between us? No, because you wrote into Dear Bob. I just like Eggo Legos. Is it wrong for me to want to play with them than eat them? I feel it's wrong to eat my toys, but they are just so delicious. Hungry. What the hell's an Eggo Lego? I mean, I know Lego My Eggo waffles. Are Eggo Legos an edible food? If you like the waffles, then I'm right there with you. I love those waffles. A little butter, actually a lot of butter. A lot of butter, a little bit of syrup. Love them waffles. No, it's not wrong for you to play with your food. It's natural. It's human. I mean, it's weird if you do it around other people, but if you're alone, that's fine. It's just, it's actually your creativeness. It's your creative mind coming out. So actually, everybody should play with their food. In fact, that's a new rule in Kuroga. Anybody eating alone must play with their food for at least 2 minutes before consuming. Agner says, I didn't know you could fry tuna. I just tried to fry a can of tuna, and the results are far from desirable. Going to the hospital now. Hector, good luck. Thomas Botts has to go to work. Yes. Have a good night.
Home-style Eggo Legos.
Home-style Eggo Legos. Mama Prey found them.
Yes.
Carlos says, Bird of Prey, we do not come here to see you film. Oh, I read that. Hail Kuroga, Carlo. Yes, hail Kuroga.
Now I got it.
And now Mama Prey is going to get me some Eggo Legos. Dear Bob, I have a confession to make. I read this. Yes, play with your Eggo Legos. And I guess I'll be playing with mine soon, too. Dear Bob, what can we do to stop the evil and smelly rule of Turtistan? To stop spreading lies about you? I recently watched one of his streams, and he said you had the original song, and a line in the original song said that you love having sex with she-males and various other obscenities. Maybe we should get the lawyers involved. No. Kurogans don't go to lawyers. Kurogans don't use lawyers. See, if a Kurogan needs to get a lawyer involved, then they've already failed. Unfortunately, when you wrong a Kurogan, you don't get a lawsuit. That knock at the door is not someone there to serve you. It's someone there to sever you. So no lawyers. Kurogans don't go to the police, and Kurogans don't go to lawyers. Kurogans take care of it themselves. Much like 7 of 9. Dear Bop and Mop, please tell Mama Prey we would love to hear some stories tomorrow or any time really. I like the idea of Mama Prey doing a stream once a week on her own. She can rant about anything. I'm sure a large amount of us would listen in. And tell the chat to hit 1 if they agree. Thanks, Mama Prey fans. So guys, hit 1 if you agree that you want to hear from Mama Prey at least once a week on her own stream. T-Berg says, if you find a hole dug in your basement, the Alpacan Mafia is coming to get you. And Anti-Tracker puts in a 1. Carlo puts in a 1. Number One Sci-Fi puts in a 1. Cinnabon puts in a 1. T-Berg puts in a 1. Joshua puts in a 1. Joshua puts in a 1 3 times. Hector puts in Captain Track. Jesus right. Resolute Germ. Too many ones to count. It's pretty well clear. Everybody wants to hear Mamo Pray.
Oh, thank you all.
Yes, Mamo Pray thanks you all. And don't forget, this Thursday, make sure if you haven't already subscribed, go to the Birdo Pray 5 channel, birdopray5.com, the website, www.birdopray5.com. Link is in the description. And you can, in there's a link to the Mamo Pray 5 channel.
You don't have to do all that.
And you can subscribe.
You don't have to do all that.
Mamo Pray, you're going to put in the link yourself?
No.
Oh.
I just typed something.
Oh, okay. Mamo Pray just typed, so there you can hit the 3 dots next to Mamo Pray's name.
Of course, I can't find what I typed.
It says, hello all.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know.
Because I'm not at the bottom.
Yeah, so yeah, if you go click on the 3 dots next to Mamo Pray's name, that will take you to her channel as well. And then you can do. Okay. Dear Bop, you are the most amazing YouTuber ever. I cannot believe you have fewer subscribers than Mr. Poop. He is always being mean to you and you are always nice to him. You know he is just a pile of poop. Oh, I better go. He is coming now. Please don't tell him I wrote you. In hiding. Wow, this sounds like it might be a certain family member of so-called Mr. Poop. Don't worry. You will be rescued soon. And I understand, yes, he is always mean to me, but that's the Kurdistani way. Like I said many times, the Karogan way is love. The Karogan way is kindness. You kill your enemies with kindness. And if that doesn't work, bullets. But first, kindness. You always try kindness first. Bats, sometimes. Bullets, last resort. But you always start with kindness. Dear Bob, who is the guy that calls you Eggy Poo? He's not nobody I know. I am so jealous that he wants you. I am single and with I knew a way to meet someone. You are a certified relationship expert, right? Is there a good way to meet a nice guy somewhere that is loving and caring, someone who does not care what I look like, scars and all? I would appreciate any help you can give. Sleepless in the U.S. Hello?
Hi, is this Joe?
It is.
Hi, I'm Nicholas on the Elizabeth Crowley campaign for Queensborough president. Are you familiar with Elizabeth?
No, I'm not.
I'm supporting Elizabeth Crowley for Queensborough president because Elizabeth is fighting to make sure that Queens gets its fair share in transportation, public education, and housing. Can Elizabeth count on your vote on March 24th, election for Queensborough president?
Does Elizabeth support Donald Trump?
No, she does not.
No. Wow. Well, then I'm probably not inclined to vote for her. But have a good day.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. He hesitated.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was a simple question. I should have called him out on hesitating. To be honest, there was no. I already voted because I have an absentee ballot. So I already voted in that election. Even though it's not for another couple of weeks, they sent the ballot early. I was nice, okay? I say, first you kill him with kindness. Have a nice day. Yes, it is. I didn't say anything bad. I just asked a simple question. And I said, no, I would not be inclined to. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. That is the Karogan way. That's it. Simple. As for, there's this person who calls me Eggy Poo is a troll. It's fake. It's probably a Turdistani. It's probably the Turdistani, if you know what I mean. Making up bull crap. Where do you find a nice guy? Karoga. Come to Karoga. The nice guys are in Karoga. We got a lot of nice guys here in Karoga. So come on down to Karoga and we will find you somebody. Somebody for you. Might take a while, but it's all I can offer. And I say, but Bird of Prey, you don't have any. Well, I'm married to Karoga, so that really forbids me from having a long-term relationship. But if the right gal came along, we could make something happen. But I'm married to Karoga. Everybody else, though, we will find somebody for them. Don't go to Turdistan. A lot of problems, a lot of poop. It's basically the San Francisco of fictional nations. Dear Bop, I do not have a question. Just wanted to write and say how awesome you are and keep doing what you're doing. Gary. Oh, thank you so much, Gary. I don't know if you're Gary Nerdrotic or Gary Rock Solid or somebody from Gary, Indiana. But either way, thank you, Gary. You're probably a good person, too. Dear Bop, in Star Trek, how are all the new alien species able to walk around and function normally on ships and planets and space stations that have ideal gravitational forces for human beings? I only think of one alien race that had problems. Yes, the DS9 race. Surely all the planets where alien species originated from had wildly different gravitational forces. Well, I would argue that since they all took the basic humanoid shape, for the most part, gravity was probably within 10 or 20% of Earth normal. And so I think that most species don't have that much trouble adapting. Plus, again, for the most part, almost everyone we see on Starfleet ships went through Starfleet Academy. So even if their planet was maybe 10 or 20% less dense than the Earth, or less massive than the Earth, by the time they get through the Academy, their body is probably acclimated. Also, I'm sure within reason, there are medical, they can give them hormones and stuff that can make somewhat weaker bodies just enough stronger that they can tolerate Earth gravity and work well with it. Now, that one alien that was in Deep Space Nine who had to have the gravity set at 2% or something, and she just floated around. I mean, at first, it's completely ridiculous that her home world has zero gravity. If they have zero gravity, they couldn't have an atmosphere. So that was just ridiculous. I mean, maybe her home world was more like Mars, where gravity would be, a seventh or whatever it is, a third of what Earth's is. So I understand that. But they actually showed her just floating around at zero G, which made no sense. So that was a bad episode. At least the premise was bad. And again, if somebody grew up on a world the size of Mars, they would probably be a much different size than a regular humanoid. So I think the fact that humanoids are the main dominant species in Trek, that yes, they're all M-class planets, have gravity within 10 or 20% of that of Earth. So I think I can live with that. I can live with that as a thing. And we do occasionally see the aliens that don't, but yeah, that's it. And in Enterprise, we heard about Travis's father. He used to keep the gravity at 0.9 G, so he'd have an extra spring in his step. Dear Bop, hail Doomcock, hail Harvey, hail Bird of Prey 5, hail Karoga, yes, Qapla, hail all of those people, and just push the button. We have to get Doomcock to push the button. Yes, just before the coronavirus gets us, I'd rather be sacrificed to Harvey than coronavirus. Dear Bop, I recently realized I'm an addict. I'm an addict. Does not matter if I'm working or having some free time. I am constantly looking all over YouTube for live streams of this nerdy community, so I have something to listen to. So am I. I'm not sure it's normal. Well, it's normal for me. Luckily, at this stage, it's had no impact on my marriage, but I'm afraid it could happen. How do you see it? 205. Well, 205, your particular marriage, your particular wife, you should have no problems giving your wife all the attention she needs over us nerdy YouTubers. So I think you'll be okay, 205. But I can understand that for other people, maybe they're not married, and they're just working and they don't want to go to work, or even they go to work, they just want to watch YouTube. It's tough. It is tough. I mean, I don't have a job I have to go to. Anti-Target doesn't have a job he has to go to. Even working from home. But, I mean, I know he watches YouTube streams. I watch YouTube streams. It's hard. I'll be honest. If I was walking and out and about and going into the world and going to work like I used to do, when I was 25 years old, and going to the office and coming home, I'd probably have YouTube on all day at the office. I really would. I'd be listening through earphones. So yeah, I get it. It's tough. I can only say, there was a time a year ago where I was so addicted to space engineers that I wasted so many hours playing space engineers. There was so many videos I could have done. It literally was hurting the channel. My channel really didn't grow like it should have, like it could have, for 8 months while I was totally addicted to space engineers. Huh? Oh, okay. So it's easy to get addicted to YouTube, to gaming, or to anything like that. For me, in time, as quickly as it started, it left. Now for you, and I'll be honest, I know people who got addicted to web forums, and maybe it was a week, a month, a year, 5 years, but eventually, as quickly as they got addicted, it left. So in all likelihood, enjoy it if you can, while you can, because more than likely, the day will come that you're going to wake up and you're going to say, I can't believe I did this for so long, and you're going to feel even stupid or weird about it. It's just not going to feel the same, because something in you is going to change, and you're going to be like, okay, it was fun while it lasted, but on to bigger and better things. And when and if that day happens, 205, I will miss you, but I understand, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Dear Bob here. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's been a long time since we were in touch. We are ready now to move. However, there is one piece of furniture, or rather a contraption, for our BDSM fun time activities. The moving requires a rather large moving truck. I think you mentioned in your earlier streams that you drove one. Maybe you have some good contacts. Well, it was just U-Haul. Just call U-Haul. They're in every city. In fact, there are multiple ones in every city. Eventually, if you're interested... No, I'm not interested. I can send you the beautiful device so you can try it out. No, I'm not interested. It might take a few months before we're all set up in a new house. Take all the time in the world. In fact, don't even contact me again. I'm excited the basement will be the coolest. P.S. Alexandra wants me to send his picture in the contraption. So no, I don't want his picture in the contraption. Good luck with the move. Don't ever message me again. Try to help some people and they just don't get the hint. Dear Bop, build a piston construction with retractable legs and arm with vacuum. That's the way how to beat the level, friend. Already done. Beaten. Dead. Everybody's dead. Thank you, but no thank you. I solved it myself. I appreciate it, but I don't need that type of help. Dear Bop, I was today in our Masturbation Anonymous group. The counselor was disappointed because everybody came. It should say sincerely bad dad joke. Dear Bop, it's me again. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry. The worthless, talentless hack who talked a lot of shit and said they would beat another YouTuber to 10K subscribers. I've continued to make videos for the other guy, and people are making it very clear that they hate me and wish I would just go away and die. One person commented and even asked, WTF is this shit? I came into this channel to see a good video from a good creator. If I wanted to see something from a 2-bit hack who can't even beat someone like Anti-Tracker to 10K subs, I'd go to his channel and watch this crap, or kill myself, maybe both. You suck, go suck a dick, or suck 2 dicks, suck all the dicks, how about that? Anyone want to buy a YouTube channel that can't even reach 10K subs before a Hobbit? Soft putty. I'm starting to think that you're not really soft putty. That comment, I can't imagine that was a real comment. If it was, though, it's hilarious. You should take pride that you elicited such a response from somebody. You really got their creative juices flowing. That's you're living what we call rent free in their head. So you've ascended a new level of trolling, soft putty. So nothing to be ashamed about. You should actually feel real good about this. This is actually a big win for you. Dear Bop, help! I'm being held in Karog. Sorry, boss. She got out again. Won't happen again. Your pal. Dear Bob, help! Anyone, please. Bird will stop reading this as soon as he realizes that I'm in his Karog. Sorry, boss. She managed to get out again. She is very aggravated today. We will give her the special seasoned lobster. You're trying to make us believe that that's Mama Prey sending fake Dear Bops. Nobody's believing it.
No. Especially since they didn't get trained.
Dear Bob, I have a friend that just says he will give advice to others, but all he does is rant about CBS. What can I do to just get him to give the advice and not rant about every other sentence? Signed, Bertle Prey 5. P.S. Past me, I'm sending this from 5 days from now to make sure to buy more insurance on your Geloja machine, or just buy a new one now and have it overnighted to save Mama Prey all the cleanup. We already did. We always keep 2 Geloja machines spare at all times, just in case.
They don't last.
Yeah, Mama, we only last. They don't last all that long. Unfortunately, they're pretty much disposable machines. Dear Bop, I'm still waiting on my human food. Signed, Sassy, the 25th. P.S. My human, I know what happened to the other 24 Sassies before me. So just don't go to sleep tonight. Yeah, Sassy knows. I guess each Sassy must sharpen her fingernails. Dear Bob, hey guys, I managed to get the lobster guy away for now. If Joey asks, I will of course pretend I don't know anything, so I don't get yelled at again by Karok. Hey, sorry boss. Still working on it. These sound like fake Dear Bops, all sent in probably by the same IP address out of Kurdistan, if I had to guess. Dear Bop, arf arf, woof woof, arf arf, bark bark, Sassy. See, you're taking up time that somebody's actual Dear Bop submission could have been answered. Dear Bop, rough rough, howl rough auntie. Hello auntie, Qapla auntie. You will be rescued soon, auntie. Hang in there. Dear Bop, Bird, you need to get out there right now. Auntie says that Sassy's activating. Bird, Oh, wait, anti-tracker. Sassy, the day you activate and fly around as Super Sassy, I'm going to record it. Dear Bop, I just effing thought of how effing Karoga thing needs effing, so we could effing the effing system to effing fix it. Ensign R. F. What? I just effing thought of how the effing Karoga thing needs to effing we could effing F the effing system to effing fix it. Okay, Ensign R. Whatever you say. You see, if you send a Dear Bop, it helps if there's a question. Dear Bop, I wrote to you in the past about coronavirus spreading. I'm more concerned than ever now that more and more people are becoming infected and dying. When I woke up this morning, I had a slight fever and pretty bad cough. Do you think this is the time and is the end of the line for me? Should I see a doctor and risk quarantine? Maybe I can come over to your place and Mama Pray can make a bowl of chicken soup. I promise I won't cough while I'm there. You might want to put a plastic bag over Sassy just in case. Thanks, Bird. So scared. The coronavirus kid. I don't think it's the end of the line for you. Even if by chance you have the coronavirus, as we saw in that article, it's just going to be an annoyance. For the vast majority of people who get the coronavirus, it's just going to be an annoyance. They're not even sending people into actual quarantine. Okay, in New York, we just had somebody in Manhattan get it, and they're quarantined in their home, which basically means they volunteered to stay inside their apartment. And that's it. They're not flying people to Nebraska to quarantine them. Yes, Mama Gray.
I actually do have a tale.
Oh.
That has to do with the pandemic.
Mama Pray is going to have a coronavirus tale.
Well, yeah.
In a few minutes.
Whenever you want.
I got 5 more Dear Bops. So after them. So there you go, guys. Dear Bop, I don't know what to do. I'm a young, sexy woman, and I'm in love. But the man I love does not even know I exist. Really, he doesn't. I tried to call him, but since my roommate is a she-male, he has my number blocked. So I sent him this message on Twitter saying, and he said on his incredible live stream that I am just a bot. My heart is broken. I can only see his blood now entering Bayside now. If I can't have him, no one can. Park Kate. Park Kate, if you come to the door, Park Kate, and I see you at the door, Park Kate, I will apologize. I will open the live stream and I will apologize, and then I will apologize to you directly. But I still think you're a bot, or a spammer, or just a troll. Dear Bop, I'm not sure what to do. I have a friend. He is a true friend. He has lied to me, and he has killed for me. He has everything I would want in a friend, but he knows my dark secret, so sadly I must kill him. I'm going to kill this friend, so he can die with honor. My question is, what should I do with Sassy after I kill him? Galron, the true leader of the Klingon Empire. P.S. Please do not tell them I'm really a she-male called Galron. God. Also, will you do that thing you do when I get there, like you say, the tip counts? First off, nobody's getting past Mama Pray, so you're not coming to kill me. Sassy is going to be fine, because Sassy will be staying with me and Mama Pray. Galron or Galron, whatever you think your name is, You're obviously not coming here. I will give you Galron was pretty funny. Galron was pretty funny. And now we're getting more Dear Bops, which means that Mama Prey might not get to say her tale. Dear Bop, who was the hooker? Who was the nice lady you were dancing with in 2002? A hooker who has been missing since 2002. I have no idea her name. She was just a dancer the company hired, I assume, to dance with people. And like there was the one in the cage too. I assume they were all hired from the same place. I have no knowledge as to where they were hired from or what happened to them after. Dear Eggy Poo, if Sleepless in the U.S. guy wants to threesome us, I'm down for that. Just let me know when to pop over. I'll bring the swing. Nope. Surf Tricktronic says, so-and-so Joe. Dear Bop, so-and-so Joe came by my place and left me some used socks. Next time, can I get a version of Windows XP instead? Sincerely, Dune Buggy. You know what? We could probably find you a scratch CD, or even, you know what, the floppy disk install of Windows XP. I will put it on so-and-Joe's calendar. Next time you've earned a trip from so-and-so Joe, we'll get you some officially Windows XP, official Windows XP install media that is severely out of date and probably mostly working. Dear Bop, you only have 5 more. Bullshit. Dear Bop, death to Karoga. That's not a Dear Bop. Dear Bop, I get that you have 2, but how does that even work? If the tip counts, do both tips have to be in or just one? Curious with 2 for 2. I don't have 2, so I wouldn't know. But I would imagine both tips have to be in to count in that situation. Dear Bop, winter for me is terrible as always, with the nosebleeds and then the bloody hard boogers. Please help, Snotty McSnot. Blow your nose while you're having a nosebleed. That will get out all the ookie stuff. And then stick a piece of paper towel up your nose and keep your head back until you stop tasting the blood in the back of your throat. You'll be fine. Also, get your blood pressure checked. It's probably high. Dear Bop, it's me again, YouTuber who talked all that shit but couldn't beat that certain other Hobbit YouTuber to 10K subscribers. Slob subscribers. I'm not joking. People hate me. Here's the post. 1 day ago, came to see Anti-Trigger video. What is this? If I wanted to watch others' videos, I go to their channel. Okay, I understand. I'm not going to read it out again. But like I said, that's actually an awesome victory for you. So you should mention it in the next video. You should mention that specific comment and how you are living rent-free in their head. And that's the type of comment that makes you eager to do more of these videos. Dear Bop, wait, the dancer for hire? So she really was a hooker. Oh my god, I had no idea. Low. There are dancers and models that companies hire for these type of events. That's real. They're not hookers. Dear Bop, Anti-Trigger is better than me and Karoga is a sham. I don't know who you are, so it's possible Anti-Trigger is better than you, if not likely, but whatever, it's possible. But Karoga is certainly not a sham. So I can't help you there. And with that, we've reached the end of the Dear Bops. So let's get Mamo Prey in. And we got the screen up, so the camera is off. So Mamo Prey can come and tell her Mamo Prey tale for the day.
Good?
Yes, camera's off. Anti-Trigger says thank you for the quote. Son of a bitch.
Hi guys. I couldn't help overhearing some of the stream, and obviously the news on the coronavirus, and people are panicking. I do know that. I'm not panicking, but I really, being in the position we're in, that, Joe's doctor comes to visit, at this point, at the end of last year, Joe changed insurance so that, mainly for physical therapy. And he's paying quite a bit each month for Medicare and a secondary policy. And he would be entitled that, Medicare pays 80%, and then the secondary policy actually picks up the other 20%. So he could be getting his physical therapy basically for free now. We don't want anyone coming to the house that doesn't need to. I'm not talking friends, I'm talking healthcare workers. Camille comes, but we know that the minute Camille does not feel well, she'll just let us know, and she doesn't come. Maybe that's our form of panicking. But the healthcare workers that come to the house go to other people's houses, and most of the people they go to visit, they're going because they're ill in some way. So, I mean, it's just like doctor's probably due to come. Not probably, I know she's due to come in another couple of weeks. Normally her office will call and say, can Dr. So-and-so come tomorrow for a visit? Well, if things keep going like they are, I'm going to say no. I mean, hopefully we're both well, Say, no, let's give it a little longer. I'll call you when we need you. And this stems from when Bird was in the hospital, in ICU, in a coma, in 2009 during the swine flu, the H1N1 pandemic. In that time, I think we've told the story before, Dad O'Prey wasn't taking care of himself, and he had diabetes, and when he didn't eat, his sugar would drop. And this was one of those days we were up in the waiting room outside of ICU, and all of a sudden Dad O'Prey just wasn't making any sense. You could see that something was wrong. Well, there were, how should I say, in the waiting room by ICU, there were more people up there, even though Joe was in a coma, than we see in a year now. I mean, there had to be 12, 15 people just at any given time outside of the ICU unit. Somebody grabbed a wheelchair from the hallway. We took Dad O'Prey down to the ER. Worst mistake. Worst mistake. The ER was filled with people, sick people, coughing, to be blunt, vomiting. We couldn't get him out of there quick enough. Even though a hospital will help you in most cases when there's any kind of epidemic going around, the last place you want to be is an ER waiting room. Because we were coming from upstairs, we took Dad O'Prey in through the back, and he didn't need to be wheeled into the actual waiting room of the ER. But I went through the other way, and my nephew was with me, and 2 other people. And we said, oh no, we don't. one look at what was going on in there, and like we just backed away. The triage nurse just said, get that'll pray some food in them, and if the sugar didn't go up in an hour, bring them back down. That, outside of everything that I've seen in the hospital, that whole year Joe was there, and then other hospital visits in the few years after that, that ER was the worst I've ever seen. And at this point, I'm not panicking, but I don't want to go near a doctor, a hospital. I mean, God forbid if we need it. But that's scary. What I saw that day left an impression. I more so than my son getting dialysis and his blood running through tubes, and all the other horrible things that I saw. That day scared me. So, this is, what's going on in the world today isn't reason for panic, but it's definitely reason to be cautious. Just be careful. Don't put yourself in situations that aren't necessary. I don't know how else to say it. But that's my tale, advice, whatever. And I don't want to bring anybody down because that wasn't the point of this. It's things we have to try to live through. And that's all we can do. So on that note, guys, I'm going to leave and give the microphone back to Bird.
And we will get right, thank you, Mama Craig.
You're welcome.
We will get right back to the chat right after Karoga the Brave.
Oh, give me a home where the orphans can't roam, 'cause they're down a uranium mine, where seldom is heard a complaint against Bird, 'cause his subjects are all treated fine. Karoga the Brave, where the orphans and sassy both play, where often is heard, son of a bitch, from Bird, and the bridges don't falter or sway. When the airwaves are clear, there's a voice you can hear through the noise of those turtles lying. For despite what you've heard, Gowron isn't a turd, is what the man cries. Karoga the Brave, where the orphans and sassy both play, where often is heard,
Son of a bitch!
From Bird, and the bridges don't falter or sway.
Anti-tractor may think Martok kicked up a stink in his plans to bring Bird O'Prey down. But he soon changed his tune for a purse of doubloons and nails for the Karogan crown. Karoga the Brave, where the orphans fun and sassy both play, where often is heard, son of a bitch from bird, bridges don't falter or sway. Thank you, Aberjam UK, for Karoga the Brave. Thank you, Aberjam. Qapla. And no, despite popular rumor, you are not being held in Karogan prison. Hello world, this is Birdo Prey 5, and congratulations, you are lucky you're about to watch the most awesome live stream ever. Yes, my live streams suck, and in fact, embarrassment to the internet. And in fact, embarrassment to the internet compared to this guy. I have not been feeling that well. Anti-Trekker is clearly having some type of issues. So, Jeff Franklin says, Qapla, Jeff Franklin, and I'm sorry it has been so long. Mr. Lundell says, touche, Bird of Prey. Yes, this was the Corona Kid says, Pocahontas. It's the coronavirus calling. So this was back when I got the call for the Queensboro president. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, did they laugh in the background before answering you? Yeah, he did laugh a little. But you know what? That's fine. You gotta kill him with kindness, the Karogan way. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, even cheating at voting. I'm not cheating. I have an absentee ballot. I'm qualified for an absentee ballot. Being disabled qualifies you for an absentee ballot. There's no cheating going on. Sounds like an ad for a male bathhouse. Wow. Ms. Londell's Bird of Prey. Garrick always complained about DS9 being too cold. Yes, well, Cardassians like the heat. They do. That's just something they do. But the gravity, I guess, is okay for them. Carlos's Bird of Prey. She seemed to really enjoy dancing with you. Look at her in the video. I think you missed out there. Carlo, I think she couldn't wait to get away from me. Personally, I don't think she was working, and she's like, another sucker. Bird of Prey 5 just donated $1. It's true I'm holding Aberjam against his will, is rotting in Karogan prison. For daring to tell the truth, the jerk, nobody tells the truth about me and gets away with it. Now off to my sheep bales. I gotta say, I'll keep writing to the bank on those dollars. I don't mind. Whatever you want me to say. Put in the dollar, I'll say it. Laughing all the way to the bank. Mama Pray, we're gonna get lobster. We're gonna get lobster this week. Carlos's bird. I just read that. Yeah, no, I don't think she really did, Carlo. I mean, we can look at it, Carlo. No, I'll give you, she's maintaining eye contact. And now she's not looking so much because she realizes this is going to be on camera. And I think she's actually moving her neck, mocking me in a way. I think she had more rhythm than that. And she was just... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was... there was nothing there, but hey, it was all in good fun. I will tell you this, and this is completely honest. It was at a company event similar to that a couple of years later, and there was a woman, a coworker, who I had a bit of a crush on ever since she started working for us. And I really thought, maybe there's something there. And it was the night we were drinking a bit, and it was a lot of dancing going on. And, I was a kind of a shy guy. It was hard for me to put myself out there. I didn't do that often, but I finally decided, okay, I worked up the courage, and I just started walking right towards the girl, the woman. She was 20-something years old, woman, but I call people girl. I don't mean it as an insult, but to my head, girls. So I was headed over to her, and I was gonna just flat out ask her if she wanted to dance. And I didn't know. She might have said yes, she might have said no, but I was gonna see what was gonna happen. And for the first and only time in my life, maybe 2 steps into me walking towards her, she was probably 10 feet away from where I was, another girl pulls me by the hand and pulls me out onto the dance floor the other way. Now, this other girl, I had never really considered even asking to dance. Honestly, I just thought she was out of my league. But we had a lot of fun that night, and we had a lot of fun for a while. Things didn't go anywhere, but it was very fun. And it was the first time ever that somebody actually pulled me onto the dance floor. I was like, I guess she saw that I was ready to dance or something. I don't know what, but had she been a minute later, I would have asked that other girl. And now, how things turned out, considering things never went anywhere, I kind of almost wish she didn't, because I would have wanted to see what could have happened. But such is life. It happened. At the time, I was happy. I was. It was a good day. In fact, it was a good couple of years, but whatever. Sci-Fi Nations is great, and I'll be honest, I really was a good dancer when my back wasn't hurting. So I'm sure, because of the way I looked in that video, my back must have been in total pain. I know whenever I tried to dance with my back in pain, everybody said that no, one of my friends from work, he's like, oh my God, you just need to stop dancing. You can't dance. I was like, no, I said I really can dance if my back's not hurting. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Bird of Prey, Mo Prey, Sassy Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Sci-Fi Nation. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, well, I'm going to have to replay this. It's okay, Wes. Surf Trektronics says, Bird of Prey, you can have the coronavirus for almost a week with no symptoms. Actually, the accepted answer is you can have it for 14 days with no symptoms. However, other people are saying it can actually be as long as 30 days. It's not typical. Most people who get symptoms will get symptoms within 14 days. But there have been outlying cases that go back up to 30 days. So this 14-day quarantine we're doing, it's not enough. It just isn't enough. It's enough for most people, but frankly, they should be doing 30-day quarantines. And that sucks. It's expensive. I mean, it's robbing people of a month of their life. And, part of me says we should do the extended quarantine. And the other part of me says this virus is already so big that you just can't stop it. It's going to just go, and everybody's going to get it for the most part. And we should just let it take its course and not plan to prevent it, because we're not going to prevent it no matter how much we spend, but we put all that money to recovering from it and to making the people who get it have the best possible outcome. So I'm really twisted. I'm back and forth on this issue. On one respect, I say we should be doing everything we can to prevent it. On the other, I'm saying, let's just get it over with and just fucking drop it from airplanes. Let everyone get it and get this over with. And we'll come out the other side and not have to worry about it. I don't know. There's no good answer. Oh, wow. Where did we get so many chats from? Okay. Carlos is Mama Pray. Well said. No unnecessary risk. Number one sci-fi is putting in the live long and prosper that I can barely do. Thomas Potts' fake song, propaganda. No, it's not propaganda edition Aberjam. You made it. You made the song. It's not a fake song. Is it clipping? I have no idea. I honestly don't. Actors is Bird of Prey. I need to terraform Mars. Can you lend me your t-shirt? I don't get it, Hector. Oh, over the head, I guess. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, I just want to say, make it known now, far and wide, that the anti-Traeger is the best. Number one sci-fi is Bird of Prey. Tomorrow is Super Tuesday, yes, and apparently everybody's dropping out. So it's going to be Biden and Bloomberg and Warren and Bernie. So far. As if nobody else drops out. Maybe somebody's already dropped out. I haven't seen. Because Buttigieg and Steyer and Amy Colbert, whatever, from Minnesota. Well, Minnesota has dropped out. Springtime says Bird of Prey. Am homesick, but hope you and your family as well. We are well, Springtime. I hope you get well soon. And if it is the dreaded virus, you will probably be fine, and I hope you come through it just dandy.
Well, let's hope it's not.
But let's hope it's not the virus, unless you want it to be the virus, in which case let's let it get over with soon. Resolute says definitely an escort. Wow. Number one sci-fi Bird of Prey. William Shatner says his Captain Kirk days are done. Yeah, well, I don't think we needed him to say it. It was pretty clear. Thomas is Bird of Prey paid her $60. I did not. And also, whatever William Shatner says, if they drive a dump truck full of money up to his house, he will change his mind. Carlos says she was taking you home, Bird of Prey. I'm saying she was mimicking you and keeping eye contact and giving you a smile. You missed out. I highly doubt so, Carlo. Thomas Potts, Bird of Prey. The day after you danced with her, she became a lesbian. Maybe she was already a lesbian. Who knows? Springtime, Bird of Prey. Just remember to keep your dog Sassy safe from Lore Reloaded. Why would Lore have anything to do with Sassy? Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. Solution is to infect everyone. Yes, Bird of Prey solution is to infect everyone. Resolute says quarantine is pointless now. Yeah. Jeff Franklin, Bird of Prey, seriously, I love your live streams and your uploads. You have great channel, and I respect you a lot. Thank you so much, Jeff Franklin. I really appreciate it when people say that. I do. It's tough sometimes. Resolute, so it's going to be crazy man, a rich man, or a demented man. Well, yeah, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a man, although I've heard from people claiming that come right before the convention, either Hillary Clinton or Michelle Obama or even Oprah Winfrey will jump in and just take without winning a single election, without winning a single primary, will just be handed the Democratic primary, will be handed the nomination. I can't imagine that working. Okay, first off, if it's Hillary, oh my God, especially if Bernie has the most votes going in and they just give it to Hillary again, I could see a lot of people who would have voted for Bernie voting for Trump out of spite. Okay, and I'll be honest, I know nothing is set in stone, and with this virus and the stock market falling and threatening the entire economy, I don't even want to show you this picture I have, but I'm going to. It's the scariest picture I've seen of the coronavirus so far. I'll explain it in a minute. But with everything that could potentially happen between now and November, I am not saying that Trump has a guaranteed win by any means. Nothing is guaranteed in life. They might not even be alive. They might all be gone. They're all old men for the most part. Bloomberg, Biden, and Bernie and Trump are all old men. There is no guarantee all or any of them will even be around come November. But if they are, I'm not saying anybody has it, slam dunk. However, if things were as they were right now, and they're still like this, or like they were a month ago in November, I don't see how any Democrat, whether it's Bernie or Biden or Warren, I don't see how she even gets nominated. But I don't see how Bernie, Biden, or Bloomberg beat Trump. I don't think any of them can. I just don't. Hillary Clinton, absolutely not. Hillary Clinton comes in. I think you got half the Democrats just saying a big F you to the Democratic Party. She already lost once against Trump. She's going to lose again. She'll lose worse. But Michelle Obama, maybe. Oprah Winfrey, as crazy as it sounds, maybe. They might have half a shot. But I just think that so much of the Democratic Party has gone so far left, and they are so much for Bernie. The Bernie bros, as they call them. The people that are so for Bernie, they're willing to get violent. If, God forbid, that the Democrats take the nomination away from Bernie and give it to Oprah or Hillary or Michelle Obama, I think they all go nuts. And I don't see how they win. I'm not saying they can't, but I'm just saying right now I don't see how they win. That's not just a prediction. I'm not saying because I love Trump, he's going to win. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't know who's going to win, that it's worrisome. But let me show you what I think is the scariest picture to come out of the coronavirus. This is the air pollution in China from January 1st to 20th, 2020. The yellow and the red. The red is the worst, and the yellow is still pretty bad. And this is the air pollution in China for 15 days, February 10th to 25th. There's a little bit of yellow here. There's a little bit of yellow right outside Beijing. There's a little bit of yellow up here. There's no red. And look at this. There's basically no pollution over China. All the pollution over China is gone. Why is all the pollution over China gone? All of the factories are shut down. Okay? They didn't just fix all their factories in a month and make them, not put out pollutants. No. There's no pollution over China because that is how much of an effect the virus has had on China. They have shut down nearly all of their production. So we have not even yet hit the waves of these factories being closed. Even if they come back online tomorrow, even if they came back online yesterday, this is going to ripple through the supply chain, and it's not going to hit us for probably a few more weeks. And that's when we're going to have our panic. That's when it's going to be the hardest thing to set in, because then we're not going to be able to get some of the things we've always felt we could get. There could be medications that we can't get. There are medications that the active ingredients are only made at factories in this region of China. And you know what? It sucks that we ever let this happen offshore. We should never have let it happen, but we did. And now this is our consequences, and we're going to have to live through them. Now, I don't know. Maybe the fact that the USA pays the most money for its drugs will actually fall into line, and maybe we will get it. But if we're getting the limited supply of drugs, that means Europe or somewhere else isn't going to get them. Maybe it's it's Africa and the poorer parts of Asia that go without the drugs. But I don't think there's going to be enough for even just the developed world. So it's going to be problems. And it's going to be all types of things. Not just electronics and computers, but it's going to be drugs. It's going to be, common items. It's going to be, Purell and wipes and anything that's made in China or that has any parts made in China. It's all going to come to a head, and it's all probably hitting any time between now and a month from now, because we all have this just-in-time manufacturing where we expect. We just rely on the fact that, aside from maybe a hurricane that causes a day or two delay, everything's going to get to where it needs to go at exactly the time it needs to be there. But it's all falling apart this week. And it's been falling apart for several weeks now. And it's going to just ripple up the food chain. I don't know how to say it. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. But from everything I know about manufacturing, and the just-in-time method that almost everybody has bought into, it's not good. It is not good. So yeah, there's Amy Klobuchar. This one though, Anti-Tracker just spent $2. Please spend a few minutes talking Canadian. Okay, in a minute. So yeah, this guy talking about coronavirus. I mean, this does make me feel a little better. It's not the worst virus in the world. He'd still be at work, unfortunately. He would be spreading it, but he doesn't feel like he was sick enough to skip work, except for the fact that he's forced to be in the hospital. And this is the article that had that coronavirus picture over about the second coronavirus death in the U.S. Now, both people had compromised immune systems, which, makes you feel better if you don't have a compromised immune system. But if you do, it doesn't make you feel much better. So yeah, where France shut down the Louvre. I heard that this morning. France decided to close the Louvre because its security guards were scared of getting the disease from all the tourists coming through. So they closed the Louvre. They had thousands and thousands of tourists who were trying to get into the Louvre. The most popular museum in the world, the Mona Lisa, is there. The center of Paris. It is closed. Yeah, Canada's up to 25. The U.S. is up to 96. Mexico's up to 5. Iceland went from 1 to 3. Iceland is my biggest surprise on all this. I wouldn't have expected Iceland. Brazil and all of South America is gonna have problems soon. So, okay. So Anti-Turco wants me to talk Canadian. Hey, well, in Canada we have poutine and we have maple syrup, and if you want, I can also pretend to be a French Newfie. Now, French Newfie has extra accents on French words, like oui. Oui, 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 mama, oui, oui, means yes, mama, oui, oui. Now, in Quebec, we don't have the dingoes. We have, what's we call them? The seals, the baby seals, and we club them. We club the seals. Bop, bop, bop. Club the baby seals. And, it's pastime. It's our culture, eh? Don't think bad about us. It's our culture. We club in the baby seals. And, also, we have lots and lots of those, not, how do you say, not rat, but, not opossum, but, they have the masks with the faces, and they look like burglars, which what you say is they're called, and they get in the garbage cans, and they pull off the cans, and they go yum, 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 and they eat all of our poutine, and our leftover maple syrup, because it gets in the garbage cans, and it comes off the pancakes and the Lego my Egos. And they're rascally. What's they called? Rabbits? No, not rabbits. But I think it has an aw in it. Rodents. There are some type of rodents with the Hans. Momo Prey, you know what I'm talking about. Eh? The animals that get into the garbage and they have the face with the mask and they look all like they're a thief and raccoons, yes, raccoons. Yes, I said they start with R. The raccoons, we have so many raccoons here in Quebec. Raccoons are everywhere. We need to bring in the dingoes. Not the possum, dingoes. No, not dingoes, raccoons. We need to import the dingoes from Australia so the dingoes can eat the raccoons. Because the raccoons they're tearing up the place. They're getting to our maple syrup even. They're eating the trees. They're sucking the maple syrup straight from the trees. And we need the dingoes to fight the raccoons. And then we'll bring in the snakes to bite the dingoes. And then winter will come and the snakes will die. There we go. That's how we solve the problems here in Canada. And then winter time, back to clubbing the baby seals. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, we hunt the moose. If we come across a big moose with the big ears, all moosey. And we take a big, now people think Canada not allowed guns, but no, we allowed moose guns. Big bullet this big. We load it in the gun and pow! Pop that moose head right off. Moose head pop! And then we take the antlers and then we fight with each other with the antlers. And we go pop, 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 pop. And then we make a good sturdy club out of the antlers. And winter come and we cut hole in ice and we use it for fishing. We fish for the fish under the ice. And then we see the baby seals come. We go pop, 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 pop. We play musical baby seals. Always killing the baby seals. I don't know why. My father did it, and my father's father, and his father's father's father. We all did it all the way back to the War of 1812. And then before that, we were out down in the South in United States, burning down their White House. Yeah, it was a dark day for Canada, eh? Yeah. But they got us back. They got us back good, becoming giant country and making fun of us all the time. Dang. Sci-Fi Nation says, oh, by the way, good news, Anti-Tracker Bird of Prey. The Mrs.'s disability came through today. We will be home full-time in 2 to 3 weeks to take care of her. Congratulations, Sci-Fi Nation. I know what a pain that can be. Congratulations. Greatly appreciated. Rambling Canuck says, seal in French is spelled Fouk, pronounced like 4-letter word. Fouk. We club the Fouks. I club the Fouk out of the Fouks. Fouk. Fouk me, no, Fouk you. I'll Fouk you with club. Anti-Tracker says, just wait until a Canadian gives me a super chat. Ozzy NF says, Bird of Prey, you are losing your mind. I might be, Ozzy. I might be. Captain Trek says, newsflash, Canada declares war with Bird of Prey 5. Searcher tries Bird of Prey, birds are these Canadians from Jamaica, man. They might be. Let me go back and see if I missed any chats. Number one sci-fi says the Emperor in Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, was a clone, according to novelization. Yeah, I think he was a clone. I think that was pretty clear that he was not the actual body that survived the crash. Mr. Lundell says, Bird of Prey, working in manufacturing, I've always hated that just-in-time model. It stresses your people. Yeah, I hate the just-in-time model. It is bullcrap, and anybody worth their weight in manufacturing should have saw the potential downside of it and realize that is not the business they want to be in. Yeah. Actor says, shut up, bird. That's not Canadian. We talked about the poutine and the baby seals, the foots. This is very Canadian, eh? Thomas Potts is bird of prey. Wait, we are losing to other countries and infected people. I don't know what you mean. I mean, we don't have as many infected people as other countries, if that's what you mean, losing. Sci-Fi Nation is not Canadian. I didn't say you were Canadian, eh? Wesley, huh?
You changed accent so many times in one sentence, I couldn't listen.
Mama Frey says I changed accents so many times in one sentence she couldn't listen. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, Ramley Canuck, and Alexander are going to hate you now. Oh. They will say sorry. They will say they'll say sorry soon enough. Actor says this is better than his Australian. Oi! The dingoes! The dingoes and the roos! Bird is a moose smaller. JP's, this is so horrible. Sounds like Arnold. Wow. Trash pandas, tree rats, needle beaver, says T-Bird. Sigh, says Sci-Fi Nations. Rodents with the hands. Yes, Anti-Trekker. Thomas says, give Anti-Trekker his money back. No, that was my Canadian. T-Berg says, that ain't a possum. That's a conservative politician, eh? There's a moose loose about the hoose, eh? Average him. There's a moose loose about the hoose, eh? There's a moose loose about the hoose, eh? Jeff Franklin says, Anti-Trekker, you're getting your $2 worth. Sci-Fi Nation says, give me Anti-Trekker's money. I'll put it to good use. Anti-Trekker says, hell yeah. He's getting his smooth. And JP says, snakes don't die in winter. Aye, they die in Canadian winter. Yeah, very, very cold Arctic disturbance down to negative 40 Celsius, eh? It's negative 40 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's much colder, but they cannot live in the Arctic vortex. Joe Lau says, Lowell Bird is from multiple countries, surely not Kuroga. Nathiel Thorn, Qapla Nathiel. Bird of Prey, you just make sure Anti-Trekker has a super cat for Canadian dollars. Yeah, you just made sure Anti-Trekker. Well, that's the long con here, Nathaniel Thorn. Anti-Trekker will make more of these super chats, and then sooner or later, no one is ever going to give them any more super chats because they know they're going to hear me. So they'll have more money to give me super chats. So you see, I'm playing 4D chess here, Nathaniel. Don't tell Anti-Trekker because we don't want him to know. Thomas says, is that Scottish? If it sounds Scottish, then it's Scottish, eh? Hey, William Wallace. Yes, William Wallace here. Anti-Trekker. You are not Scottish, and I ban you from Scotland. You are never allowed to come to Scotland. You will be punished if you do. This is the ghost of William Wallace commanding you, Anti-Trekker. Do not come to Scotland. You shall not invade the shores. The curse of 1,000 Scotsmen be on you. Oi, we will put you in a condal, and we will send you to that colony, and then you will be responsible for banging all of the Beverly Crusher women when they're very old. You will be the condal man. You will be Anti-Trekker, the condal man, and you will not like it. And then Captain Picard will kill you by shooting radiation back through the tractor beam. Although I think that she was probably Irish, but close enough, eh? Oh boy. Sci-Fi Nation says, oh, but my good news. Oh yeah, Mama Prey was outside. Good news. The Mrs. Disability came through for Sci-Fi Nation.
Oh,
so in 2 or 3 weeks, you'll be full-time taking care of her. Joe Lau says I sounded Icelandic. That's cool, except that there's coronavirus in Iceland now. Jeff Franklin says, strangely enough, negative 40 Celsius is negative 40 Fahrenheit. I think I remembered that. Ozzy NF says, Bird Prey in Canadian. We don't sound like that low, but it's entertaining. Jeff from Bird Prey, I can't stop laughing. You're damn funny. The worst Canadian ever. Wow. Number one sci-fi, do you have any alien accents? I don't know. T-Berg says, I almost have the hydro miner rebuilt from Rockwood. The one with the SOB1 license. Son of a bitch 1 license. Baby. Oh, very cool. What the hell was that, says Thomas. Oh, fuck me. No, fuck you. Yes. Austin Powers. Fuck me. Fuck you. Thomas Potch is just donated $1.99 through Super Chat. This is why drugs are bad. I agree. Drugs are bad. But not for what I'm talking about. I don't do drugs. Yeah, Franklin, I'm glad you're laughing. Rambling says we hit minus 50 times, but you are close. Yes. I know what I'm talking about. I'm part Canadian, eh? What did Anti-Trigger say? What? Damn it, I'm trying to edit the Canadian. T-Berg has had just about enough. Oh, I'm sorry. Nathaniel says, Bird of Prey, that's pure evil genius. I know. Average says, Bird of Prey, what was better Scottish than Mel Gibson? I'll give you that. Jeffrey, Bird of Prey, shut up, Bird. I mean, shut up, Wesley. What are incredible Canuck powers? Well, you've got the power to eat poutine, the power to make poutine, the power to drain maple from trees, the power to live in the cold, the extreme cold, the power to block roads and railroads to prevent gas pipelines. Those are incredible Canuck powers. Number one sci-fi Bird of Prey, do the Ensign Ricky accent. Now, Ensign Ricky doesn't have an accent. He just says the F word a lot of times. Let's see. Ensign Ricky accent. It's so hard because I don't practice any of these. I just do them, and they probably don't sound the same to you as they sound to me. Let's see. Ensign Ricky. And Ensign Ricky, please don't feel insulted by this. I'm going to try to say words you've said so that I feel like I'm perhaps getting to understand your accent before I say words you haven't said. No, I can't. Every other word. So I'm delivering pizza and it doesn't work. I can't do Ensign Ricky. Sorry. So sorry. Sorry. Anti-tracker accent. Poop. Poop. I've got poop. I'm a big poop. Everybody join my channel because it's got the poop emoji, and I have a hot wife and I like poop. Poop, 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 poop. Anti-tracker. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Surf Trick Tronics says, Bird of Prey, you should give Avenue 5 a chance. It's actually really funny. I've been watching it. It's just I haven't been laughing. But I have been watching it. Sci-Fi Nations just keep saying F word every other time. I know. Bird of Prey, can you do Redneck? I don't think I've ever heard Redneck speak. Sci-Fi, all in good fun. Yeah. No problem. Okay, good thing, answered Ricky. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. Can you do... No, I can't do Redneck. I don't even know what... Let's see. What would Redneck sound like? We could just make up a sound. He's Canadian, but he's Redneck. I can do what I imagine he sounds like. Oh. 3, 5, 4, 4. This is Captain Redneck coming live from the Redneck Riviera down here in outside San Diego, California, in Temecula, in the middle of the desert. We are going to go to the hospital to get our genital gangrene checked out, but we pay for it ourselves. Like man. I don't know. I don't know, it's making me cough. Arrgh, angry man. I give Star Trek Picard 9s, all 9s. I don't know. Can't do a you Laurie accent, a Brit and an American. What makes you think I could do any of these accents? What have I done tonight to make you think I can pull off a Brit with an American accent? Sci-Fi Nation says, talk like me there, hey bud. Average Jim, just do Matter from the movie Cars. I've never seen the movie Cars. To do Alexander. Asian Muslim wife from USSR is the best choice. Do not do the Momo challenge. Don't do Momo challenge. I have a job, lazy job. People mad I have a lazy job, but it's okay. They pay me anyway. Asian Muslim wife from USSR is the best choice. I'm sorry, Alexander. That's not what you sound like. I can tell. I'm not doing it. I don't practice these, so it's like. Average Jim says, got myself a big old gun rack on my truck. 9. A redneck voice is like you smoked a carton of cigarettes. Yeah, that's what I was figuring, Surf. I assume there was some tobacco smoke up in there. As in Ricky says, you guys can pick up my new novel on Audible, The Subtle Art of Fuck Usage. It consists of me saying F over classical music themes. Richie Pools says, quit while you're ahead. Yeah, I think so, Richie. I think so. Jeff Franklin, pray I'm hyperventilating, laughing so much. Well, Jeff Franklin, we don't want that to happen. Ensign Ricky is laughing like crazy. This is great. Sci-Fi Nation says Kurogan Anthem is the best anthem. It is. And you know what? We're going to end the stream on the Kurogan National Anthem. Thank you guys so much for coming. A lot of fun tonight. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to play some Besiege. Probably around 5 p.m. Eastern. Eastern time. And we'll go from there. And I guess Anti-Trekker is on his normal time, I'd imagine, tonight. So, Qapla all, take care. I'll see if any of you are on a little later, though it's already pretty late. The Kurogan National Anthem. Thank you, Aberjam.
We
Bird of Prey 5. Hail Karuga. Qapla. Back again.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, couple of good old boys, never meaning no harm. Just something, I don't know if any of you heard what I said. Was the microphone off? Since the day they was born. I said if you use that toilet paper, Thomas, the ink is poison. Also, I will check Discord. And I thank Nightbreeze for the $2 super chat. That's why I'm playing this. Turd is the word. Turd. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure how the song goes. That's the best I could get. I probably shouldn't have said that much. Yeah. And DJ says hashtag keep Joey awake. Wow. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Good night. And here is the ending. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.